Hi, everybody. Welcome to ZealZaddy and the Magnus Archives Miami. The Magnus Archives RPG was created by Monty Cook Games, and it's based on the podcast by the Rusty Quill, both of which we love and think are amazing and do just great stuff for their respective industries. And when they converge those industries, they make amazing things. The Magnus Archives Miami is a horror campaign that may contain material not suitable for all audiences. We explore topics from deep personal fears to existential threats to humanity, so listener discretion is advised. And they may be particularly true tonight. All right, we have everyone in. All right, why don't we go around, let everyone say who they are, where they can be found, and we'll get this thing rolling. Why don't we start? Let's start with in a weird place. Let's start in the middle. Let's go with Satori.
All right. My name is Chenoa Reed. My pronouns are she, they. I play Satori Falk, she, her. You can find me at Zephyrite pretty much on any socials or over at Diceberry Head, which is a TTRPG podcast.
All right, Sam.
Hi, I'm Jack, pronouns they, he. I'm playing Sam Murphy, pronouns he, him. You can find me on Bluesky at Flamin' Hotrod-69 and also on Tumblr with the same username.
All right, Walter.
Hello everyone, Shatargat here as Walter North.
Then let's go to Alder.
Hi everybody, my name is Quinn. I use any pronouns. You can find me on Bluesky and Bluesky exclusively at Quinn Beckham 27, and tonight I will be playing Alder Hughes, who uses they, he pronouns.
And Nova.
Hello everyone, my name is Wayra. My pronouns are she, they, and tonight I'm playing Nova, whose pronouns are also she, they. You can find me over at Fake Shiny on pretty much any social platform.
Nova arrives in Buffalo, New York to go to the FBI office with all this information that they have gathered, and they're going to be, and you're bringing this to them so that you can coalesce the information between different police departments, the FBI, and what you have. You get in, and it's not a particularly large office, the Buffalo office, but it is a pretty professional one. It is organized. The people are on point when you arrive. They were ready for you. They bring you in, and you are brought into the office of Special Agent Bentz. And he welcomes you in. There's a woman there with him. This is Sarah Bynes. We'd caught word about this information that you had, and because we have another institute here that we work with, they felt that we would be the best office to intake the information you have. Why don't we get out of this office and go to a conference room where you can show us what you have and we can discuss what there is and next steps, if you don't mind.
Of course, yeah.
And they take they take you to a small conference room. They sit down and there's a projector, and they say if you'd like you could plug into the projector if it'll help, or we can just look at your computer, however you want to do it. Nova. Ms. DeVoe.
You can just call me Nova.
Nova.
No need to be overly professional here.
Okay.
We're all here for the same reason.
We are.
Well, let me just plug her in and we'll get started, I guess. And she's going to go over and kind of plug in her laptop to the projector and get ready to go.
Yeah, it starts running down the names and stuff, and they're taking copious notes, and they have a lot of questions for you, and they dig into all of the information you have. You have a lot of information that obviously that they need, but they're feeding a little bit back too that they know. You know, for instance, they know that they had already known that Teddy's mother was in a convalescence home in Chicago. They knew that their first murder was a planned murder from how it was done. It didn't seem like it was a crime of passion as much as a crime of premeditation.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like most of the murders have been premeditated. Only a couple seem to be crimes that happen at the moment. And they're taking all these notes, and after a long stretch of time, you know, going over everything, giving you information, you're giving information back to them, and I'll get you notes on all that stuff later. We don't need to hash through all that right now. And the door opens, and someone comes in. A woman comes in. She goes, "Hi, I'm Jamie Holtzmeister. I'm the captain of this office. Can the two of you go and get maybe some dinner and some coffee? I'd like to have a word here with Nova. Actually, you can stay here. Get some coffee for when we get back. Maybe order in some food. We might be here for a few more hours. So, can you walk with me?"
Of course.
And she walks you around the office, asking you about what you had already gone over with them. But unlike them, she doesn't offer a lot, but you can tell she's a deep listener. She pays attention. You can tell she's even paying attention to things like inflection, not just the words, but how they're said. And she questions you on some things like, how did you feel about that? Because the way you're saying it sounds like maybe you had pride in knowing this, you know, and maybe you did. You know, you find pride in your work. She goes back by their office. She goes, "We're going to go to room 5150. Is that all right? You can find us there in a couple hours if you need to." And she takes you to a room, windowless. And when you get in, there are cork boards and whiteboards and glass sheets with notes and sticky notes on it, sort of like Alder's boards on steroids.
Yes.
And she says, "Here, have a seat. I have a lot of questions about these cases."
Of course. Hopefully we'll have a lot of answers for you.
How did you become involved with the Teddy murders?
Was she breached on how much she's allowed to reveal about where she works? Or briefed, sorry.
Well, your liaison is in the other room with the others, and you're not sure what would be the appropriate amount here. So you'll have to either make your own decision or maybe call for them to come in, because they're actually a lawyer, and that's what they're for.
Interesting. Well, I would be happy to go into further detail with you, given that our liaison is present, but at this time they're not. So,
can I see your identification?
of course.
I just want to run. I don't know if anyone has run it through to make sure that you're authorized to be working on a case like this. And she takes your ID, and she goes over to a little computer next to her desk, and she types in some stuff, and you have a little time to just sort of sit while this is going on.
She sends a text to her liaison in the interim.
Okay. All right. Yes, you're who you say you are. Sorry, I just like to be thorough. Sometimes people get a little rambunctious when there's an exciting case for some, I suppose is the right word. And although I don't know if the murder of kids is really an appropriate way of looking at them. You know, it's not exciting. It should be horrifying. And she brings your ID over.
She takes it and puts it away.
And she goes, "You don't mind, right?" And she takes her gun out of her holster, and she sets it on the table, kind of pushes away. It gets uncomfortable when it leans up and against the chair. I'd just rather it be out and comfortable, if you don't mind.
Not at all. She'll take out her own and put it on the table.
Who are you texting when I was verifying your information?
Oh, the aforementioned liaison.
And the door, someone knocks at the door. And she kind of takes her eyes, not quite off you, but turns, but keeps her eyes on you. "Come on in." And the liaison comes in. Is kind of awed by all the information on the walls, too. And of course, it has like strings and stuff that go between people and places and notes and all this stuff. Yeah, you please have a seat. And they sit next to you. Is there a question that I need to answer? Or why did you need your liaison?
I have been asked about my qualifications, and I'm new, I'm unsure how much I'm allowed to say and not say. So they would also like to know how I became involved in this case.
Can you tell me about your liaison here, please?
Who am I talking to? Who is Nova talking to at the moment?
The woman is asking you, Nova, if you could speak for your liaison.
Oh, I forgot his name.
Well, you just met him, so that's not unexpected completely.
Yeah.
I'll get it out. It is the liaison is Domingo Sanchez. That's your law enforcement liaison.
And he's who is here with me?
What?
That's who's with me right now?
Yeah.
She'll gesture and introduce him, of course, by name.
She shakes his hand. So, I believe Nova is concerned about the information she feels she should share with the rightful ownership of a murder investigation, which would be the FBI, not the Ghost Hunters International. And he looks over at you and looks back and says, we're an authorized law enforcement functionary of the federal government also, and have the right to operate investigations, law enforcement, and law support. Generally, we do not only do this on our own. We tend to work with organizations like the FBI or the CIA or the local police. And she looks at him and she goes, "Can I see your identification, please? I just want to verify who you are and make sure that I'm speaking to who I should be speaking to. Gives the ID. She goes over to her computer and looks it up, and Domingo looks at you like weirded out a little bit.
Yeah, she nods in agreement.
Okay. She comes back and sits down again. hands the identification. So, I want to thank you for sharing all the information you shared with my agents. I'm going to reach out to my superiors to see whether we should just take this entire investigation over, since it has nothing to do with ghosts or make-believe or aliens or anything like that, and really it should be in the hands of a real law enforcement agency rather than the Ghostbusters. Wouldn't you think?
I think she kind of laughs at that. She's like, if that's what you want, by all means, but don't come crying back to us when you get into more than you can handle.
Can you make me a perception check, please?
Mm-hmm. I roll a d20 and then...
Yeah.
Do I add anything to it?
Are you trained or anything in perception or perception-related skills, or investigation would help?
No, just forensics.
Okay.
But that's a 15 on the die.
Oh, okay. And as you're talking to her, it dawns on you that all of this stuff around, the photos, they really look a little blurry, like not professionally shot and like out of focus a bit. So you can't really see an actual face. You only see a form of a face. And as you're looking at that, the type on things isn't exactly what you would call, it looks like a facade of language, like made up characters that look like writing, even type things, but really are just almost like movie props done badly. And there's nothing actually readable there.
See.
And she turns to your liaison and she goes, if I would really like to have a word with Nova, if you don't mind. Could you step out for a moment? And he looks at you and waits.
Is it something that he can't be in the room for?
I would say yes.
All right. Do you mind waiting just outside?
And she stands up and she goes over to the door and opens it. And she steps outside, and as she closes the door behind, you realize that right behind that door is another door. And you don't remember there being two doors before. It's kind of a weird thing for there to be more than one door where you thought there was one. And she turns and she puts on a big smile and sits down. All right, I'm glad we got rid of the cruft of this problem, you know what I mean? So, I need you to do something for me if you could, please. And I won't make fun of your organization anymore if you'll do this one thing for me.
That depends on what the one thing is.
It may go against or through your ethical guidelines, your personal ones, but it may align with them too at the same time. I'm not really sure exactly who you are. I need you to kill Teddy for me, if you wouldn't mind. Not just investigate and find, but I really need her taken out. We don't want her going to prison. It would be bad. And if you do this, perhaps I'll reunite you with your sister for a little while. In a safe space, of course. Would that be okay for you to have a little time with your sister?
My sister is missing.
Oh, I know.
Are you telling me that you know where she is?
No, but I know that I can find her. I'll tell you what, I'll let you think on it if you want. What do you think? Do you need a little time?
I think so.
And she pulls out her business card and she slides it over to you. If you need to contact me, you can just call that number and we'll discuss this. But I have to tell you, Teddy is kind of on a warpath for your group, so it may be in your best interest to do what I'm asking. You know what I mean? And she slides over her gun. You can use this if you want. Maybe this one won't show your identification or it won't be traceable to you. Although she's not easy to kill, even with a gun, so, woo, that could be a scary moment. Don't you think it's someone who's killed so many people, she could get away with murder over and over, and nobody can seem to find her, but you found her. Not only did you find her, you drew her in, all of you. You're like great targets. I think the target should become the best way of dealing with a problem like her.
So let me get this straight. You're giving me a license to kill in this one instance?
I'm giving you a gun to kill. We'll call it an oral license to kill. We don't need paperwork. I mean, we're not paperwork pushers. You and I, we're of a different ilk.
How do you know about Teddy? Beyond what I've told.
And she leans in. She wants to kill me too. But for different reasons.
I see.
All right. Are we done here then? Do you think you understand
I think
the
so.
assignment? All right, wonderful. I really can't wait to speak again. I look forward to your phone call. I'm very excited about our arrangement, our coming together, our convergence of power. All right.
As am I.
Let's go then. And she goes over and opens the door.
She takes both guns and puts them away
Okay.
and follows out.
All right. You step out and the door closes behind you. And you are in the Edsels Hotel.
Motherfuckers. Okay.
And your liaison is not here. You realize she went through the other door.
Hmm.
And you hear the sound of a party going on somewhere in here.
I'm gonna send a text to the liaison and tell them that somehow, miraculously, I'm back home. And my laptop is still there, so I need that.
And you get no response from the text message. Matter of fact, it doesn't even deliver.
I guess I'm going to a party. Follow the sound of music.
I mean, you're in the office too. I mean, you're not in the office. You're in the building, but you can either go to the party. I mean, you see people like watching the doors that seem to be taking invites and stuff, but there's nobody going in. And where do you want to go from here?
Well, if I'm in the office,
You're in the Edsels Hotel. It was not into your office.
okay, that's a hotel. Geez, I think she's gonna want to try to download all the information off of that computer really quickly to another source
Okay.
before she loses it, because she has a sneaking suspicion that they're gonna keep it. So
So you go back to up to your offices,
yeah.
and you get up there, and Sienna goes, "Hey," you run into Sienna. She goes, "Have you seen Satori or Walter or Sam or Alder? Like, they're not responding to any texts. Were you supposed to be in New York?"
I was, and I walked through a door and was suddenly here. So
What do you mean you walked through a door and so?
I walked through a door in the headquarters of the FBI, or in the FBI, and wound up here.
Oh shit! And she walks away, and she goes into Maggie's office, and you see her looking for something in there.
She follows.
Don't touch anything. It's still a crime scene. And then she sees this envelope, and she... Can you give me some gloves from Walter's or Satori's office, please?
Sure. She goes and gets them, brings them back.
And she puts gloves on, and she opens this envelope that says "Do not use" in tape all around it and everything, and handwritten, like. And she looks, oh, it's here. And she closes it back and puts it back. Okay. I know Satori said she was going to be going to a party or something, but that party's been going on for like 3 days. There's no way that she's been there for 3 days, right?
She's been gone for 3 days.
I give all of you some leeway, assuming that if you've gone silent, there's a reason. But 3 days, and I get antsy. I'm going to that party. I gotta find out what's going on.
Yeah, me too.
And she gets to the elevator. Dawn is not there. She goes to the second floor and across, and she goes towards the doors, and they stop her and they say, "Invite, please." I don't have an invite. Then you're not allowed to go in. I'm sorry. What do you mean I'm not allowed to go in? It's just a goddamn ballroom. It's a private party. No invite, no entree. And she goes to just grab the doors anyway, and they grab her arm and pull it back. We said you were not allowed to enter the party without an invitation. And you notice, Nova, that in their hand is hands, or next to them, is a bunch of red envelopes. And you remember there was a red envelope on your desk that looked like this.
All right. Well, I'll be back with an invitation then. She looks at.
You have one?
I do. Yeah. I'll be
Okay.
back with it. And she heads upstairs and grabs it quickly and starts the downloading process and heads down.
Okay.
with
You
the
head
invitation.
down, and they look at your invitations, and you may enter. And they step between you and Sienna, and they open the door a crack, and there's a party going on there, loud music, dancing, drinking, and they let you in. And Sienna tries to kind of squeeze past, and they block her and keep her back, and they close the door behind you.
I'll find him, Sienna.
And you go in and give me a perception roll
Yeah.
on first entree.
$11.
You see the people from the group are in various places in here, but there's a lot of other people, including Teddy way over in the corner of the room, and you notice that Satori and Sam and Alder, they look a little thin and exhausted, like sweating a lot. And they're dancing and having a great time. Alder, you were heading up to Eileen Eiley. The
Same difference.
the youngest kin of the original Eileen.
Totally not the same person at all. Completely different, yeah.
It is not. They're totally different people. And she was teaching others how to do different kinds of dances, and she catches eye of you. You are Alder.
You know who I am?
I have had my eye on you. Hey, can somebody else take this? And she hands the table to another person who has been watching and dancing. Keep up the training. Everyone needs to know how to do this. All of the dances tonight. And she steps down and she goes, I have to say, you have good taste. You have a lot of respect for this beautiful building and the furniture. My grandmother would have been so excited to know you were so protective of this beautiful establishment. Do you dance? Yet?
I'd like to learn. Yeah, I was watching you.
And she slides
you
her
seem
hand
good at it.
into one of your hands and her other hand around your back. Of course. Let's go. A tango, please. And the music changes. And you feel like you can really dance here. Like the music is good. It's a ballroom with a lot of people, but there's always enough room, a space for you to dance. Amazing. And she says, you don't mind if I take the lead, do you?
Oh, no, not at all. Please. Where did you learn to dance? You're so good at it.
Well, I learned to tango in Buenos Aires, but I've done my best work in Spain. And she starts sliding across the room with you. And Satori and Sam and Walter and Nova, you see Alder come in and start slinking across the floor with Eiley. It's probably surprising that his dancing is so on point. But it's probably a good lead or something. Who knows? But it's dead on. Walter, you were catching... you were looking at the time when you arrived. And apparently your watch seemed to have broke at some point.
Last time I was shouting, I was trying to fight against what's going on here.
The party? It's
Yeah,
just a
like
party.
there was a lady with me, and she tried to touch my pocket
Yeah.
watch, and I was like, "Get off of me!
And
What's
she
going
backed
on
away.
here?"
And she backs away. It's just a damn party. And she gives you a scowl and turns and walks another direction. I'll dance with you, Walter. And Teddy is standing face to face with you.
Who the hell are you? What's going on here?
I'm one of your
Are
biggest
you the-
fans.
Are you the responsible of all of this?
The party? Oh no. I'm responsible for a good time in other ways. But tonight, this is Eiley's party. She's the one dancing with who is that? And she's pointing at Alder. This is her party.
Who the hell are you?
My name's Teddy. And I think you have good dancing capacity in those legs of yours. A lot of fire in there.
What the hell? I start to check the surroundings a little while, like trying to understand what kind of trickery I'm in right now, because this is the first time I see Teddy, and I heard the name twice. Once, I know that this name is responsible of Maggie's death, and the second thing is she's after us. So
Yeah. And she found
probably
you.
my
And you've seen
hand
the
is
picture. Like Alder had a picture on the corkboard, and this is that person. But dressed
prob-
really nice, like really for a party. A lot of,
Probably I didn't see her, or maybe didn't pay much attention. But now things getting serious, so probably I will just draw my gun.
oh, you're gonna start with firearms. We're not even gonna work our way up to a party like that. Seriously? And she backs away a little bit.
And I'll be just like, "Hey, Story, Alder, Sam."
Sam,
You hear something?
Yeah, you hear something. Like you hear Walter, but it's over a crowd of dance, and Kyle is. You can tell Kyle's actually working up the nerve to dance with you on this really with these amazing dancers, and he's really nervous about it. But you know, you can always see that. You can see the build up to it.
Aren't they supposed to get back, like, I don't know, tomorrow?
Yeah. And then you
Ray,
notice
I can.
Nova, actually you and Sam probably noticed Nova standing by the doors, flush-faced, looking around, and you know for certain they were in Buffalo.
How did they get here?
They were heading to Buffalo.
They're not supposed to be back till, like, Tuesday or some shit.
It was morning when I came in here.
Really?
Yeah, I came in for work. You guys were partying. I came to check in, and then I got ambushed by that dude.
Oh,
How long have we
shit.
been here?
I look
I
at
don't know
my
if-
phone. Is there a time on there?
No. You're not getting any reception, and it's not getting any information.
Huh.
And Sam
That's
looks
so weird.
like he hasn't eaten in a couple days, or he's sweating off some weight, maybe from dancing and moving about and whatnot.
Do you think we should, we should probably leave. There's a lot of people here that
Yeah.
I'm, like, not really okay with being here.
Same.
Is that
Let's-
Teddy next to Walter?
And you notice
Oh.
Walter has a gun pulled on Teddy.
And
shit.
right now, I have to do something like I'll try to detect the music set, and then party's over.
Who are you shooting at? What are you shooting at?
If I can detect something like a music set,
Oh yeah, there's a
I will
band.
just-
There's not a DJ,
Oh.
there's a band.
no.
I'm gonna assume you're not gonna shoot the band.
Maybe speakers or something.
Okay.
They're a
if there's
live
any-
band. They're playing acoustic instruments.
Or like a chandelier?
Yeah.
Sure,
there's a
there's a
Okay.
chandelier. And sconces on the sidewalls and whatnot.
A bottle of
Probably-
whiskey.
Probably I'll shoot somewhere close to bands, like not aiming them, but it's a warning shot.
So you aim and take a shot at that area. Can you make me a defense roll, please?
Okay. I have 13.
Okay, so you take the gun, point in a different direction, shoot, and when you do that, you get the shot off, but Teddy, like a lightning bolt, is in on your arm cuts you for 4 points with some kind of a blade in your arm, and you are bleeding. And can I get a might check to see if you can hold the gun?
Okay. I have another 13.
All right, and you drop the gun, and she pushes you back so hard, like a raging bull just rolled through you, and you fall back. Alder, this dance is amazing. Like, Eiley dances like they're on a cloud. And as you're dancing, the sound sort of fades to just a noise about you. And she moves across, and it's like in the movies. People kind of pull away from you as you come through. It's like an exhilarating experience dancing in a way like that. Especially you're not a trained dancer or anything. And you see they're all kind of looking at you like excited. And as you go to turn, you see this man with red hair and two women. Which, did you know? You had seen them, right? You had seen them, right? Yeah.
Dancing with me, I think. Like
Yeah.
right at the end of that exchange.
And he smiles at you and he tips his cap. And she turns you. And you start heading back the other way. And then a shot rings out, kind of. You don't quite hear it like that. It's more like a big drum beat or something.
Yeah.
Sam and Satori, though, and Nova, you hear a shot ring out. And there is a surprisingly calm reaction from most of the people. Not all of them. Some of them are like, ah! And they go to the doors. Some of them flee to the doors, and they can't open the doors.
Oh, delightful.
And the ballroom parts a little bit, and you see Alder and Eiley dancing through it like nothing happened. And you see Walter has Teddy on top of him. And you see the flash of metal in her hand.
I'm gonna poke Mace, and because he's still got his harpoon, and just be
He
like,
does.
"Hey, bud,
Oh,
I'm gonna get
shit!
you to use that harpoon gun like now."
You want to roll
Yeah.
an attack roll for him? He can
Oh,
shoot
boy.
across the room.
Aim for that woman, and I'm gonna go get Alder.
That is an 11.
And it hits the wall behind them.
Oh no!
And she turns. And she turns and gets off Walter. I'll see you in a little later for another dance. I have a new partner. And you see Teddy start dodging through crowd, knowing you can tell she's coming towards you, but she's doing it in a sort of a playful dance through the crowd, trying to keep people between you. You get to Alder, Satori.
Mm-hmm.
And Alder's eyes are rolled back in his head, and he is smiling and joyful, and Eiley smiles at you. Cutting in?
Cutting out, actually, and I grab Alder's hands.
And she stands there and watches. Alder, you come out of this dance so happy, and suddenly you're in Satori's hand, and your hand breaks contact with Eiley. I'll be back. I think you have a new dance partner, but thank you for such a wonderful dance. I loved it.
Eiley, I have no idea what is going on, but you need to let those people know to open the doors. There are
And she looks
dangerous
around and she goes,
individuals.
Nobody leaves my party. Nobody leaves my parties.
Everybody has to leave at some point. It was a wonderful pleasure, Eiley. I mean no offense. But you see that person over there? Yeah, she's trying to kill somebody. So we might
What?
wanna-
At my party?
Yeah, your party. It's kind of a downer. She's ruining your party.
And when you say that, she slides in between Teddy and Sam and Mace. And I don't mean walks. She slides through the air and the floor is not touching her. And she stops in front of Teddy. There is no violence in my parties. Have you harmed? And then she sees the knife. And Teddy, for the first time you've ever seen, looks concerned. You may leave. And she snaps her fingers, and Teddy is gone. And the knife drops. Ting, ting. Eiley kicks that away. Get rid of that. Who's next? And she turns to the crowd.
I just look at Alder, so confused.
Satori, like, that's Eileen, like Eileen Gray, like the Eileen.
Yeah, it is.
What are you doing, Nova? I mean, all this happened like a blur.
Nova's got whiplash. Oh. So confused. She's gonna make.
How did I get here?
For real, I think she's gonna make for her group, just to make sure everybody's okay. And is keeping an eye out.
The group's not together.
Still there.
I mean,
they're not together.
Sam and Mace are in one place. Walter is actually bleeding and laying back on where he was just attacked. His gun is falling to the ground. And then Satori and Alder are together. That's the only two together.
Okay, I'm gonna go to Walter, I think, since he's injured.
You get there, and he's getting up.
Hey, I thought you were still in Boston.
And I thought that everything was okay here. So Walter tries to get back his gun.
It's right there. You can grab it.
Okay. We have to get out of this place.
Yeah, no kidding. Are you good?
He's bleeding out of his arm. He has a big slash across his arm.
Oh, fuck.
I'll survive.
Yeah, we should probably get that fixed up, though. I don't have any bandages.
And there's a harpoon in the wall behind them, too.
Oh, that's great. That looks like quite the party that I've been missing.
Yeah, we changed the tune, but we have to get out of this place as soon as possible.
You've been here for 3 days. I think it's time.
What? It's been just a couple of minutes.
Nope. You guys have been missing for 3 days.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. At least that's what Boss Lady says, so.
Me and Alder was in Boston actually. But
Alder's in heaven now.
Yeah, I was in New York up until 5 minutes ago, so I don't know how the fuck I got here. But maybe we should reconvene with the crew and try to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
And Eileen is dancing with people. It was someone else already. And the crowd seems to have forgotten there was a gunshot and kind of pulled back into party mode, drinking and smoking and dancing, and the band is playing. And Sam, you feel a presence near you. And Mace nudges you. What the fuck do we do?
No, because Sam is also still, because he saw like Teddy just get snapped out of existence right in front of him. So it's just like, And also, no one can leave, so it's just like, I don't know. I think we're stuck. I don't know. Is there fire? Do you think there'd be fire exits? Something? Anything?
I mean, there is those signs that have the fire exit signs. And then the red-headed man stands in front of you. And Mace, like, he stops nudging you. And he tries to step kind of between you and this person a little bit. But there's just not enough space for him to fill that gap. He's close.
Okay.
If you don't mind, I have some questions for you, Mr. Sam Murphy.
I'd rather not answer them. Sam's going to find a way to get out of this conversation.
I remember you, and as you're trying to dodge out, he starts speaking to you anyway. And I remember you watching me when your grandmother sent curses my way. She passed after that because I drew the life out of her and sent her to Iku. I'm deciding if that would be you.
For some reason, this actually gets to Sam and actually frustrates him.
May we speak like men now? Or will we run about like children again?
Fine, if it means you'll leave me alone for good. But don't talk about my grandmother ever again.
I am Delay. Some call me Redbird, for obvious reasons. I'm a messenger of Legba. Did your mother... Were you taught only your government name, or were you also taught your basket name?
Sam vaguely remembers some of this, so I think so.
I will tell you, I know them both, which is why I can always find you. Anywhere. But I'm not here to harm you. I'm here to get what is rightfully mine. You, Sam, all grown up now. You've always been playing with, innocence. You do not play with innocence anymore. Our crossing is serious. You are truly Efwa, and you have my staff.
What?
I have enjoyed not doing my task for a while, but I will not fail much longer. You will meet her again 3 nights hence. Whether you survive is on you. But if you fail, you will continue working in the Magnus Institute. At least your skin will. And he turns away from you. And he steps out onto the floor, and the women kind of flock around him. Eiley! May I teach a dance from our mother? And Eiley stops. Is it one we know? It is very doubtful. Come, we'll teach you our dance, the ring shouts. We wish to bring the blessings of Legba, of House Legba, to your affair. And the women he's with, they remove their shoes, and he slides his off, and they slide off like slippers. And they start clapping, and it starts sounding like a drum rolling through here. and the women start to dance in a counterclockwise circle, and he joins in. Others may join. This is for the blessings of this affair. Can I get an intelligence defense roll from everyone, please? Level 6, so you need an 18 or higher. Unless you have defenses against it or some capability to not.
I do have an intellectual defense. I
There you
do.
go. Nice.
Oh, I don't. I got a 6.
I will give you one, Sam. Oh, you got a 6, though.
I didn't know I was getting the defense either way.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
reroll.
I got a 4, so I did even worse. I don't think that I'm gonna re-roll on this. I think
You weren't
that,
even going to try and stop.
No, I think
I'm
that
not sure
Alder
you
had
get to roll.
already Alder already kind of like looked at Satori and kind of mumbled something about like, did you need me? Like, I have to go. I have so many questions I have to ask Eiley, and had like started walking off already, like before any of this even happened.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna spend an XP point to reroll because
Okay.
I got a 3.
Oh, yeah, it's a pretty bad roll.
Yeah,
yeah.
no, I'm trained, so hopefully. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Oh, okay.
Someone survives.
It's surprising seeing Alder just mid-sentence walk away and start joining in, like most of the people in here, into this dance circle. What about you, Nova and
damn it.
Walter?
I have 16 and nothing else I could do.
I'm
No,
not
no.
sure how to do the roll, so I rolled it.
Okay.
I have a 17 on the die.
And do you have any intellect defense or any kind of defenses against control, manipulation, like
I do not,
spiritual
no.
things? Then you resist some, but you slowly find yourself walking towards the crowd with Walter and joining in this very percussive, very rhythmic dance. Sam, you have heard, you may have even when you were young, done this dance. And it's a beautiful dance. Everyone is clapping and stomping their feet. Eileen like jumped in so fast. Eileen, not Eileen. Jumps in so fast, excited to learn a new dance. And as you're doing so, Satori, you see them moving in unison. And you see everybody in your group, except you. You want to roll for Kyle?
Yes, I would love to roll for Kyle.
He has no defense, but you could roll a 20 or 19.
He got a 15.
Close. He's like, come, you should join in too. We'll have fun. And then he starts moving toward.
Kyle, there's something really, really wrong going on. I don't know if I'm the only one that sees it, because Alder just left mid-conversation, and that's not really an Alder thing to do. They ask at least 5 more questions before they do anything and leave.
Yeah, a dance we don't know. That's what's going on here. And he turns away from you and he slides into the group and continues dancing.
Oh my god. Ugh,
And you
why am I the only one?
and you are the literal only one not in this dance.
God damn it. I'm gonna go to I'm just gonna follow Alder and go to Eiley.
Okay. And as you head over, you notice across the dance floor, Don is standing over by the bar having a drink and a cigar. He's not been affected either, it seems. And then you get into where Alder is, in the middle of this throng of tightly moving, dancing people. It even seems like there are, if it's possible, more people here than there were before the dance started.
Uh-huh.
If that's possible. I mean, probably not.
I like shove my way up to Hailey. Hey, I know you're having a
Clapping and
good
stomping.
time.
An
It's a
amazing
party.
time.
I need you to send us home. You know, we
I'm not
got
sending you
things
home.
we need to do. Did you know it's been a while since this started? I didn't know that. I need you to
What
take
is-
a good look at me because I feel like maybe I'm not looking my best.
We can sleep when we're dead. And she turns and starts dancing with the rest.
Ollie, I don't think I want to die. I'm all good not dying. I didn't come to the party to die, and I don't.
No, you
think
came to the party to
Alder
dance, and I don't see
or
you dancing.
Sam-
Matter of fact, I think
did
you're the only one
dance.
not dancing. What?
I did dance. I was there with you.
But you're not dancing
I danced.
now.
No, because I need to go home. I don't need to die. All right.
But it's a party.
And-
Why would you leave a party?
Because sometimes parties, they end, you know, like all good things. And that's okay, because that means that you can start a new party at a later date. Maybe next week, you know? I'll come to a party next week, but you need to, like, let me go, you know,
And
with
she
my
stares
friends.
at you for a moment, and she even stops moving, and people move through her. And that's really freaky. But she seems unbothered by it. This is a dance from his mother. You have to respect culture.
I have so much respect, Eileen. So much respect. But what is happening to these people will
What,
be
joy?
the end of them. No. The other thing, underlying with joy. You will have all of your fun now, but you are draining the life out of these people.
And
Look around.
I'm not listening to this, and she turns away from you and joins into the throng.
Try and reach for her.
And
I'm
your
assuming I
hand
go
goes
through her.
Yeah. And then there's Alder going past this in the circle too.
I'm gonna
Biggest
assume
smile on his face. Oh my god.
that I always have salt on me.
Yep. You do.
And I'm gonna bring it out,
Okay.
and I'm gonna walk up to Eileen. As she's blatantly ignoring me, I'm assuming, at this point.
She is. Purposefully.
And I make it aware that I have salt on me. I understand that this is your building, and this will always be your building, Eileen. But you have to let the people live in the building. And I'm gonna try and draw a circle around her.
And I'll give you a speed defense or a speed roll.
Okay.
Do you have anything that allows you to move quicker for things or anything?
Double checking here. I can make somebody else have something in speed, but no.
Okay. You get this salt ring going around her, and you're not sure if it's perfect or not. I mean, there are people dancing around it. It's like they're kicking sand, the salt
Yeah.
and stuff as you go.
I'm willing to spend speed from my pool.
Okay. You can try it.
It's just like 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll spend 3 speed.
Okay.
That's a 16.
You toss this in a circle around, and she stops. I can't let them all leave.
Why, Eileen? What happens if they leave?
You can take your friends.
What about everybody else that's alive in this room?
There's
I mean,
some
that
people
guy
in
with the
here
red
that
hair, you can keep him, but
I can't do anything to him.
because he's unnatural.
He is. I don't think you would know these terms, but he is an avatar.
Of?
I don't know. I just know. If you take them all, no, I can't let them all leave. I need some of them.
For
I need
what?
some.
I want to help you.
To remain.
To remain present? To remain alive?
I
Is
don't
that
wish
what
to
you
go
mean?
back. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I wish to stay here. I want to stay in this. I want to stay with. I'm having so much fun with all of you. You and Kyle and Alder and Sam and Mace, maybe not so much, but I like Mace.
He did bring a harpoon to a party.
He did. That was funny, kind of, actually. And you can take your friends, but I need others. I can't let them all go.
And I can't let you keep them. You understand my job, don't you?
You understand I don't feel time, right? I can sit in this circle until you fade out.
But do you really want that to happen?
No,
You want to be stealing the life of these people, the life that you want so badly? You
I'm
feel
so
like
hungry. You don't understand. I'm so hungry all the time. I can't, if I let them go, then I will not be satiated and I will go back, and I don't want to go back. And I'm not going to let you send me back there. I'm not for that place.
Were you on your floor? Did somebody let you out?
I don't know where I was. It's a place of darkness and horrors. And it's a place of spinning walls and turning floors and things that I can't explain, and it is so hard to get out. But every now and then I find a pin light that I can squeeze through. I'm not going back. I'm not letting them all go. You can choose or I'll choose, but some of them I have to have.
You cannot have any of them. I'm sorry you were trapped there.
And she raises
you
her
have to
fingers
move
up
on.
into a snapping figure. What if I put you there?
I am not like you.
And she snaps. And nothing happens to you.
I just remain unflinching, staring at her.
And Dawn comes over behind you. We should get everybody out while we can. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Eileen. I agree with Satori. You'll be back at another time. It's just it won't be for a little while. It's not right for you to feed on everyone all at once. I need sustenance. Alder, you hear her call. You hear Eileen call you.
Yeah.
I shift in between.
I have a question for you. That's all. It's conversation. I can't move. as
Don't you
know.
dare, Alder, step any closer to that circle.
What,
Alder.
Satori? What's going on? What? Yeah.
Would you
Eileen?
want me to starve to death?
Don't answer that.
Alder looks so conflicted, like back and forth between Eileen and Satori, and sees all of the very serious expressions after Alder was just having such a great time dancing around the circle. This is the big shift in vibe.
Remember when we did
Alder?
the tango and you slid around that corner? You turned. It was
Satori,
so
what's
graceful.
going on?
Look at me.
What's happening?
You remember when you pressed that button?
You're a
When
beautiful
we went
dancer.
to your floor and it was filled with darkness and that thing that wanted hunger?
Yeah, of course I remember that, yeah? I didn't press the button, technically Sam did.
Okay, we're not shifting any blame, all right? This is away from the whole situation.
I'll take Nova. Nova's new. You don't even know Nova.
No. Eileen,
And you hear that.
you remember you hurt Alder.
What? No, Eileen never hurt me. What's
This-
going on?
This is the thing that was trapped in there, Alder. That's why we are all here. That's why Sam and I look a lot less healthy than we did when we entered. I need you to wake up.
Alder, I'm sorry that the dance wasn't enough.
I don't understand what's going on.
Satori is going to send me back to that hell. Just to save the lives of these people you don't even know. That don't even matter.
Yeah, okay.
They're just people. You know how many people there are in the world?
I feel
Do you want
like
me to
we
starve?
probably like what do you need? Can't we find another way that you don't starve but also don't kill people?
I'm not technically killing them.
Well,
I'm extracting their souls from them. It's not the same. I feed on the energy that empowers them. It's a curse on me. I can't not do it.
If it's a curse, is there a way to break it?
Alder, we need to get everybody out.
Don't take them all out. Leave me one. Just one. Leave me somebody you don't like.
Well, there was Teddy, but she ruined the party.
Teddy is in a... If you get rid of me now, all I'll have is Teddy. And I can't feed on Teddy.
Oh.
Then maybe you could kill her for me. We need to go, Alder.
If I kill her, you would let me have another party here?
I can't answer that. I can't give you a yes or no. I understand.
What about you,
how this
Walter?
works.
If I killed Teddy for all of you, would you let me have another party here? Teddy tried to kill you tonight.
Who that? Can you make it back?
If they all... And Don walks over to the doors and he opens a door. And he just steps aside and holds the door open. And people start to flow out slowly. No, stop taking them. Stop taking them all. Leave me a couple. One. Anyone. And the line of people, the throng slowly moves out. Sam, the redheaded man, he nods to you. He doesn't say any words.
I just glare back at him.
And the two women follow up. And then eventually, everyone is out but her and all of you, and Don is still holding the door. And he lets go of the door and he comes toward all of you. And he puts his arm on your arm, Alder. You need to go. You can't stay here. You will end up staying if you don't go soon. And she takes yours, Sam. You and Mace need to go.
You have to tell me twice. And then towards the door.
Sam
Nova,
runs.
I'm out. I'm done.
Nova, you need to get out, Walter. You won't have much time before it becomes dangerous to stay here again. She needs to weaken. And then she'll be gone. Quit telling them about me. I gave you a fucking job and this is how you repay me? You starve me out? You always take them away right before I can finally get some sustenance around here. I don't want to go back. I know. Nobody wants you to go back, but nobody has a choice but to send you there. And he says, "Are you ready, Satori?"
Yeah.
No, please. Come back! Come back! Don't close the doors. Don't close those doors. Don't you dare close. Don, I will fire you. You can't fire me.
I don't think she has the authority to do that anymore.
Yeah.
And he looks back and he closes the door. Back to the office, I suppose. Want me to get the elevator?
Yeah.
Yeah, do we need to put her back or will
Just
she
go.
We
Yeah.
need to
go
keep
on
the
her
door.
own?
We just can't let anyone in the ballroom for a day or two.
Okay.
She
Wait,
will-
where does she go? Dawn, have you always known about this?
You know where she goes.
Is that why you weren't there when we pressed the button?
There are rules that I'm restricted to. And he walks to the elevator and he presses the third floor for all of you as you get in, and he closes the gate. I'll see you on
Wait,
your way
Mace
home.
is still here. I think Mace should probably leave before we go up the elevator.
Okay. I think I'm gonna. He looks thinner. He's lost some weight. All of you have lost some weight. Some of you couldn't afford it, but you did anyway.
I think I need to DoorDash. Hunger is starting to hit me.
The least affected has been Nova.
Yeah. How long has it been in total for all of us?
It's late in the
Is it like
afternoon.
Tuesday?
Yeah, it
That's
is.
like 3 days.
No, Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Actually, it would be Tuesday morning.
Oh shit. So we've been there
And-
4 days.
yeah.
You guys have.
Yeah. Well, Sam only would have been there for like a day.
2, 3, 2.
Yeah,
I
and I
came in
think-
Monday, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Walter and I got back, I think, on Monday as well. Do I have a bunch of messages then if we were in there for a full day?
As a matter of
'Cause I
fact,
thought that, yeah.
you have a
Oh,
message that says,
shoot.
"I'm arriving tomorrow." So lots of text messages saying, "Hey, are you gonna
Oh,
come?
no.
Is everything
Oh, no.
okay?
Oh.
Did I say something? I really want to see you tomorrow. Please respond, please," with a crying emoji.
Oh.
And tomorrow is today. And Mace is,
Sucks.
Alder, do you need to go?
and
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Mace goes out with you, Sam.
Okay.
You'll get 2 nights of sleep before problems. We need to figure out what we're gonna do.
Right. I can't give him that. I can't. It's my grandma's.
You know, you work in a place that figures out problematic shit like this. I don't know what to do but shoot a harpoon at someone. Shit, I forgot my harpoon in there.
Oh no. Well, you might have to come back for
back.
that a couple of days
Yeah, I'll wait.
until she's gone.
Can you ask Don to let you know when it's safe? And then you go get it?
I will. Yeah. Yeah, I'll let him know. I'll ask him.
You may want to ask them what they can do to help.
Yeah, I'll I'll have to tell them.
All right. Well, I'm gonna head home and eat a sandwich or 4.
Yeah, you definitely.
I'm really
Yeah.
hungry.
Same.
And he puts his arms out for a hug.
I hug him back and I say thanks. You're a really, really good friend.
Yeah, but I'm a fuck up. So you have a good friend that's a fuck up. I have a
did
good
better
friend that
than
draws
I
me
think.
into voodoo stuff. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. I'll see you back at home, or I'll come and pick you up when you're ready. All
Yeah.
right.
We'll see you soon.
He heads out slowly and
Yeah.
just like a drag to his feet. Alder, what are you doing with your messages?
No.
Oh gosh. I am responding as soon as I notice them. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I haven't had cell service. It's been weird. I'll explain it later. Yes, I still want to see you. Where can we meet? Because it was like we are technically you said it's till Tuesday morning, so I do still technically have time to meet them. Okay.
Yep. When you get to the conference, I'll tell you where I'm at.
Okay, perfect. I need to talk to my boss about something, but I will leave here really soon.
Okay,
So I will go up.
I'm so excited.
Me too.
Happy
Yeah, I will
emojis.
go up. Yeah.
Crying
I'll go up
with
to the
joy.
office with everyone and grab my stuff, but then I'm gonna ask if I can leave. But I do want to talk to Satori first.
Well, you have to ask Satori if you can leave.
Yes, that too.
No, just
Did you put
you've
in a
had this day
PTO
off
request?
for weeks now. The PTO you requested has been denied.
So you get to, then that means Nova, Walter, and Satori, you get upstairs with Alder. Alder's like texting like mad. So you 3 get up there, and Sienna has a bunch of the people there, like the office. You got Nova, you did get him out. Oh, thank God.
Actually, it was Satori for sure, but I can't even take credit for it.
What
I think
happened?
it was a team effort.
We're gonna need statements from everyone.
I'll write a report. Did Maggie tell you about the incident that happened like a week or 2 ago with the elevator button?
No, but I knew about the elevator button from
Okay.
Matilda.
Yeah, it has to do with that.
Oh wow! Did someone use it?
I look back and forth. No, the thing that was inside the floor is Eileen, and she threw a big party, did a little soul sucking. I'm hungry. So hungry.
Let's get you some food. And she walks into Maggie's office, and she comes out and she goes, "You see how this tape says do not use and all that?" She holds it up for everyone to see. What does that mean, do you think? In a place like this especially.
Use with discretion. I'm joking, obviously don't use it.
See, Nova gets it. Nova's gonna fit in great here.
And you can tell she's having trouble not laughing at that as she turns to go put it back.
Yeah, I don't. Did somebody use that button? That would have been really weird if they did. But somehow she got out, so.
All right. Let's order whatever you need. And she hands you all She hands you, Satori, all the menus. You can order whatever you want. Feed everyone. I don't know what happened, but you look emaciated.
I feel emaciated.
Hey,
I
did
haven't seen the sun in like 4 days.
did Domingo come back?
No. We haven't heard from Domingo. We've been messaging, but their phone seems to be dead, and you're gonna have to tell us what happened there too.
Ooh.
I don't know how you got back here, but
Yeah.
what a strange weekend.
For real.
And more paperwork.
And Walter, you're bleeding. What Oh my God.
Oh, right, that's right.
Walter's
fuck.
just standing there, dripping blood. Silent.
Where's
Yeah.
the first aid kit?
Yeah. Thank you, Nova.
I was gonna go find a first aid kit.
There's one in the kitchen area.
Satori, can I talk to you?
Yeah.
Too
Yeah.
quickly? Yeah. In like probably your office or something.
Yeah. I walk over to Walter and I's office.
Cool. I'm assuming this is while Walter is having first
Yeah.
aid done. Okay. So Walter and I still need to tell you about everything that happened in Boston, which
Oh, yeah.
feels like it was a very long time ago.
Is today Tuesday? Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it was
Yeah.
a long time ago.
Yeah, I guess it was. Anyways, a lot of stuff happened, that I don't know how to feel about yet.
Okay.
Some of it was really cool, like Walter taught me how to do a seance, so we did that, and that was awesome. Until it wasn't, because I think I met a demon, ? I'm not exactly sure about that. I kind of want to make Walter tell you some of this stuff, but I think I might know not more than he does, but just a different amount of things than he does. And I want to talk about all of it and give you, like, a full report and everything like that, but I know I told you today is the day that my friend is in town from out of town, so I also want to go. And then we have to figure out what to do about Eileen, if she's trapped in the building, but I guess we don't have to worry about that for a couple of more days.
There's a lot of
I've
words
talked-
coming at me all day.
I know. I've talked to a lot of ghosts in the last 3 days, which is a thing that I can do, but everyone talked to Eileen, so I guess that
Well,
wasn't that special or weird.
Walter let you do a seance?
Walter taught me how to do a seance. It was
Oh
awesome.
no!
So cool. Well, like, look, and like they pull out their like notes, and they're like, look, I have instructions. Like, there's a list apparently of things you need to do and like
Oh,
steps you
God.
have to take.
What? Walter, why?
Walter's getting his hand worked on in the kitchen with
Is
with
a
Nova.
rule on there in your notes? Do not do seance without Satori or Walter.
Walter did say not to do it on my own. Yes.
Okay, good. Thank God,
because
at least he covered his rule boundaries.
He was very thorough.
Okay.
Alder's notes are definitely not, like, could be more thorough. They're kind of like that thing where it's like 0.1, 0.2, 0.1.5, because part of it was forgotten with like a little arrow drawn back up to where it belongs.
Right.
But there is a lot of words on the page. It doesn't look like Alder wrote everything down.
Okay. Yeah. You had this day off. You know, go eat good food. Go hang out with your friend. Type up a report, and we can talk about it
Yes.
tomorrow.
I will do that. You should also probably make Walter tell you some stuff that happened in Boston, because I think it's a lot. I'm gonna need to add. So I'm gonna run out of room on the board.
Do we need a second cork
I
board?
might need a second one. There
Okay.
was just.
I'll put it in order.
Thank you. I'm gonna go, which feels really weird and wrong after everything that just happened and everything that I just told you.
It's okay. It's fine. We'll be good.
Okay. Also, who was that other guy in the elevator? I'm assuming Kyle came with us, right?
Oh yeah, that's Kyle. He's probably just standing in the hallway like a dunce.
Yeah.
Or your office lobby,
Yeah.
sitting on the couch.
Yeah, no, that's my friend Kyle. We've been staying in the safe room because, Teddy ripped my door off its hinges and...
Oh yeah, that was that SOS text that you sent.
Yeah.
We all need to sit down and catch up with each other on everything that happened over the weekend.
No, there's been a lot of developments, especially involving the Red Club, which we'll find out more about. And I have a weird feeling that this is also connected.
How much of a, active danger is that? Like, if I go and meet up with someone, I'm not putting them in danger, am I?
If you do what?
Going in, I'm worried, Alder's worried about being followed. Like, if I'm being followed and I meet up with a friend, am I putting that friend in danger? That's what I'm asking Satori.
Probably. If you are being followed. I know for certain me and Walter were targets from Teddy, but I honestly have no idea where Teddy is right now.
That's true.
And if they're in the liminal floor, we might not see or hear from Teddy for a bit. But Teddy's pretty resourceful, so I highly doubt that would be able to hold them for very long. But, other than that, there are more members of the Red Club, and the requirements to get in there is murder. So, yeah.
Yeah. I will be very careful then.
And if you see that weird guy with red hair, also be weary of him. With the twins, they were talking to Sam. I think he's mostly involved with Sam, but...
Well, the women have never said a word. You've never heard them say a word.
Yeah. No, they're just around. But just be careful.
Hey. I'm trying to remember too, because I believe was he and I think I might have been with Maggie at the time. It was with either Maggie. No, because Satori was on the roof and I was with Maggie when we saw the people with the cosplay convention.
Yeah.
At a long was that him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna throw a rock at him, but I ended up not throwing a rock at him. I just yelled at him from the roof.
Wait, well, on that note, I will give you a full report later, but I didn't want to leave without mentioning hitting the highlights of some of what happened. It was a lot more than that, but that will take a lengthy report worth of writing up that I will do tomorrow. And Alder just turns and walks out of the room.
Perfect. Sounds good. Yeah, I'll talk to Walter.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back in a few minutes. All right. Okay, we're all back. Thank you for waiting. And Satori, Nova, you and Walter are getting. You are doing medical work on Walter to fix the gash. And it was a pretty nasty gash made with a knife. It was not an amateur's cut. You've seen enough stuff to know that this was meant to be bad and make it hard to hold that gun. And it was sliced across the arm to make it, to damage the muscle that held the pistol.
He's lucky that's all he got, to be honest.
Yeah.
So.
And Walter doesn't like being doctored.
Well, that's a damn shame.
I suspect.
Actually, I think Walter's action will be something like he makes some pressure on the wound for a while and then gets into his office, tries to find a bottle of vodka or whiskey from his stash if there's any left, and then probably cleans the wound with that thing, and then drinks the rest.
That's medicine.
No.
I mean, Walter is kind of angry with all of this because, from his point of view, everything kind of turned from an X-Files episode into a Ghostbuster episode, and he was not ready for it. So he's kind of angry right now.
Why are you telling all of us instead of telling Nova?
Yeah, Nova follows you into your office, dude. Like, you're not getting away from her. I'm sorry. She sees you pour the vodka on your wound. She's like, you know, it's an old wives' tale, right? The sugar content in the alcohol actually will make it faster.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
We
it kind of
have
does. We
more-
need you. So,
We
What's
have
going
more
on?
important stuff to talk.
yeah, that's for sure. Let me clean your arm, for fuck's sakes.
At least let her bandage it, Walter, all
Come
right?
on.
It will fix in time.
She comes over with the fucking alcohol wipes, and she's like, hold still. She's just like cleaning your lip. Yep.
Just get one of those big band-aids.
What are
Yeah.
you doing while the medicining is going on, Satori? Sam is in there. You are in there. And Alder just left.
Mm-hmm. Walter, Alder gave me a brief lowdown of everything that happened while you guys were in Boston. Do you want to down of everything that happened? Yeah. Go over everything that happened.
Do I look like I want to?
I mean, you probably don't want to, but
She's now bandaging your arm.
There.
Almost done.
you know,
All
I'm
right,
probably gonna
all right.
have to have a talk with everyone, actually, you know, touch base. But since you guys were in Boston, you know, on a impromptu investigation.
And
We'll
Sam,
start
you're
there.
hearing all this too, because you're right in the same office with Maul. They just haven't noticed you're there. You're like under your
Sam's just-
computer.
Yeah.
Okay, but I have to say that you also have an explanation. You owe me an explanation about what happened here since we're not here. So
The whole party? Or Theodora?
everything, I can say. Anyways,
Yeah. Well,
so you know that we paid a visit to Boston, and it was about the cult thing.
the fire cult.
Because
Yeah.
yeah, because I managed to have this thing, and did some research about it, and that remind me something about my past.
Your past, like childhood? Did you grow up in Boston?
Yes, and I had to do. I had to reopen a cold case, and then Walter brings out some sort of old notebook, and then brings out something inside of it and puts it on the table. It's something like an old newspaper article that belongs to 1993, and there's some sort of title like the Great Fire or something like that. Like there's a burnt house image on it, and some information about some sort of fire happened. It mentions a little kid, 6 years old, lost his parents in the fire. How that fire started is unknown, and stuff like that. So he just says, that's how everything started. That's why I'm here now with the Magnus Institute.
I see. Yeah, no, I can imagine why after something like that you would go to Magnus. So what does this have to do with Adara? I'm assuming you found the unknown circumstance.
I learned some sort of new information about this place because last time I paid a visit and did my research, it was 10 years ago. And I took a different paths on my research actually back in that times. And then I suddenly learned that some people bought that house, and the house got fired again. And another family bought the house, and they got the fire again. And guess what? One of those unfortunate families had a young girl called Adara.
Holy shit. So she survived that fire?
Like me. I mean, not exactly like me, but...
Yeah, but still. So we know where she's from. Do we know why it happened? Alder mentioned some sort of seance, which admittedly I was quite shocked when they said that you taught them how to do a seance, but it's besides the point. Seemed responsible enough to include the caveat of your presence.
It seems like Alder has some sort of otherworldly sensitivity.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to use that in our favor because there are lots of questions to ask. And things got out of control a little bit.
How so? And when you say a little bit, do you mean a lot of it, or?
If it was a lot of bits, we wouldn't be here probably.
Okay, so it wasn't that extreme.
It wasn't damaging. That's the only thing I can say. But all the things that I'm possessed
By
Lilith.
like the demon?
According to some myths, the first sinner first wife of Adam,
Uh-huh. The
and
Lilith.
the stuff goes on like that. I mean, I don't think that it's I don't think that is the case. Maybe some sort of, I don't know, a cult devoted to Lilith has some sort of connection with my family's past or something.
Did you
But-
burn your own house down?
No.
You do not sound very sure at that.
Yeah, exactly. No.
Not intentionally is what I'm hearing. If you did, maybe or maybe not. So this is, I'm assuming, how Adara got her abilities. She embraced whatever this was.
Why would I burn my house? I mean,
Well,
only
I mean,
thing
probably
could-
not intentionally.
The only thing I could remember is that there was a fire and someone took me out of the house. I couldn't remember who that person is, but all I could remember is there was some sort of silhouette at the door, and the door closed. And then probably something happened inside the building. And then
Right.
actually doing our research in Boston, I started to remember some things, some face. And then Walter brings out another piece of paper that looks pretty new inside the notebook.
I do expect
person.
this to be in the report, and I'm gonna look at the person.
So, this person, whoever this is related to the death of my parents, and
Okay.
probably some sort of fire cult as well.
Interesting. Does this sketch look familiar to me at all?
No, you don't recognize.
Show it to Nova, who's, I'm assuming, finishing up the wound
Oh yeah,
tending and
long
listening.
ago. Now she's just listening.
Yeah.
Does it look familiar to her?
No.
I don't recognize it, but what I can do is I could run it through some programs I got and see if it's a match to anyone, alive or dead.
Yeah, AI is great these days. Facial recognition.
Yeah. Pretty handy. If you want, Walter, I can definitely do that.
So, as you can see, Adara is not the big boss in this situation. It's just, I don't know, maybe something like a branch or something.
Mm-hmm.
So, these weird fires will not end.
Yeah. If you cut it at the root, will the rest of it extinguish? Is my question.
I don't know what to do right now. That's all we could get.
I mean, you got something. Seems like you did some good groundwork while you were there.
What are you thinking about all this as you're listening, Sam?
Sam's still trying to process, everything that's happened, running into that man who he's been trying to avoid for the last 10 years? Yeah.
Yep.
And he's also trying to figure out how he's going to talk about what's going on as well. Also, they don't notice that I'm in the office, right? They're not.
No,
I can
they're
hear
not
them,
paying
but they can't
attention.
see me.
They can
Okay.
see you if they turn around. You're just quietly at your desk, and they're just all looking the other way at Walter in this conversation. You just happen to be behind them.
I might just pop my head in and just be like, "Hey, guys,
Oh. How's it going?
you know,
Same. Mm-hmm.
yeah." Do I see the thing they're looking at?
The picture of the person.
Yeah. Do I recognize them? No.
Nope.
Okay. No. Who's that?
Mm.
Hmm. Okay.
Hopefully we find out who.
We can say that it's related to this cult activity. That's all.
Okay.
Which reminds me, Sam and Nova, I would like to talk to you both separately at some point soon, but I understand if you wanted to wait until you rest and get some food in you, considering
Speaking of food
the
arrives.
events.
Hell yeah.
I stopped talking.
That's right around.
I invite Kyle in to have some food too.
Oh God, thank you. He has a candy bar that he got out of a vending machine, and he had others. He looked like he was gonna bring some in as the food arrived. I brought you some candy bars to all of you, but I think we should eat real food. And he folds up the end of his candy bar and puts the half of it back. That looks so much better than junk.
You can circle back to the Snickers.
Yeah.
Kyle looks like his hair has grown a little bit. No one else would notice it, but you notice it, Satori.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the last, since the party started.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's
It's
has
been a
their
few days,
right,
but-
but his grows fast.
Astronomically fast.
It's almost silly how fast it grows. He's like bearded now and everything.
Mhm.
Like scraggly
Do you-
beard though, not maintained or not.
Yeah. As we're eating, do you need me to get like a razor for you or something, Kyle?
No, there's a razor in the bathroom upstairs.
Oh, okay, that one's working okay.
Yeah, I mean I have more in there. It's
Routine.
I can tell though, like I feel closer to. Let's just eat. I'm hungry.
Mm.
So Walter is like, do we have a new office boy now?
Oh no, this is my friend Kyle.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'll eat out there if you want. It's not a big deal.
It's fine.
Join us,
We're-
it's fine.
Yeah,
It's an off
fine.
day.
You sure?
Yeah.
You sure, Walter? I don't know if he knows your name. Are you sure? I don't want to interrupt something important or anything.
Yeah, I think it's fine. It's probably fine.
I'll eat quick. I promise. I'll be out of here.
Have you
I'm
two
ravenous.
met already? Kyle and Walter, have you two met?
I don't know
No.
if they've met. I don't think so.
I would
Mhm.
remember a person like this.
Yeah,
That is a
fair,
good point.
fair.
He is not hard to miss.
So, Kyle, how do you know Walter's name?
No, I backed up. I said, wait,
Oh.
he didn't know his name. He just,
I think my internet skipped out. Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, I talk about you guys. I'm not working. I
Oh,
talk
flattered.
about work.
Wait, what?
Hmm.
And he eats his
Okay.
Chipotle.
Anyways, that's your turn.
Oh, yeah. Kyle showed up at my door, said that I was in danger. Theodora showed up at my door. I was in danger. My door got ripped off. I've been staying here. She knows where you live. I think that's the main progression. We found out more about the Red Club and the fact that Theodora Pester, I believe, murdered between 7 to 12 people. I think we're on the higher end of that now, thanks to Nova.
11, I believe.
Yeah. 11,
We're up
but
to.
she likes it. So, but apparently to become a member of the Red Club, you need to, and let me know if I get this wrong, kill 6, wound 6, and maim 6. And I don't know if it's extra points, but you also need to kill a member.
It's
of the
kill
Red
6,
Club.
maim 6, so that they can't, that leaves them permanently damaged, and psychologically scar 6.
Okay.
And then
wound.
And then kill a member.
And then okay.
What does that mean? Like, wannabe Satanist, weird supernatural ritual?
Sounds like they're
Maybe.
using a 666 thing.
Yeah, I wonder how many Lilith?
Lilith?
I wonder how many members. Kyle, how many members are there? Do you know how many members? Because I'm assuming there has to be a set number, since one gets killed to replace another.
I don't know. I don't know that much.
Okay. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say, maybe 6. At least.
Awesome.
Maybe.
So we're
maybe
dealing with a satanic
666.
cult?
Huh? Satanic cult? Maybe. Something. Something.
All right, I don't want to keep you from talking because I know you have other things you need to discuss that I shouldn't be privy to, but I'm going to go up to the room and clean up and sleep.
Yeah. Sounds good. Eat more.
Nice to meet all the rest of you.
You too.
And he heads out and heads to the room. Alder, you are rushing to the Miami Beach Convention Center for Tech Expo 2050. And you get a text. When you get here, I'm in booth 012. The company name is Temple Bios.
Got it. I'll come find you as soon as I get there.
And she texts. It's a small conference. It's a little secretive. There's I have you on the list as a +1. So when you get there, you'll have to show ID, but they'll let you in. They'll probably question you for a while because they're like stupid security conscious. Ugh, such idiots.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you for putting me on the list.
All right. See you in a little bit. I can't wait.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll see you soon. I'm almost there.
And you get a big happy emoji. And you pull in. You get to the conference. You park your car. And you go in. And when you get there, there is a lot of security. And there's a check-in desk. And there's a couple people sitting there.
Yeah, go over to the check-in desk, get my name, ID.
They look at your ID and they look through the stuff. All right, yep, we got yours here. When you go in through the doors, make sure you have your badge on at all times. If you don't have it on, we'll assume the worst. Hands it to you.
Okay.
Have a good time.
Thanks. Yeah, thank you. I'll clip the badge on.
And you get in. It has a lanyard.
Okay.
You get in, and it's a tech expo for sure. There's a lot of computer, geeks with security companies and programming software companies, that kind of stuff, hardware companies too. And you get to booth 12012, and you get a text message. I'm looking at you.
I look around. I don't know that I exactly know what she looks like.
You have no idea. Never seen.
But I'm just looking like who is behind the booth.
There's one guy behind the booth and a couple of people, like people that work there maybe. And you get a message to your left.
Like
and you
look
don't
over
see
immediately to
anyone.
my left.
Are you? I'm looking right at you.
I'll message back. Wait, where? I don't see you.
I'm right here.
There's
I'm waving my hands. I'm right here in front of you.
I'm like, look, like, do I see anyone waving their hands?
I'm on wheels. You know. And you turn and there's no wheelchair or anything. I'm right here. I'm looking right at you. You're looking right at me. And all you see there is a computer and like a rolling rack.
I mean, I'll go over to the booth. I think I'll go over to the booth and I don't even think I
Can I help you? The person
yeah,
looking?
I'm looking for Mel. Is she here?
Oh. Mel is our newest model. If you're looking for the highest tech, and he puts his hands like he's pointing at the computer system, there she is. She is a beaut. Are you in the security business or into artificial intelligence and and what it can do for the future of what company do you work for? No company name. That's interesting. And you get a text. He's an idiot. I'm right here in front of you. I'm trying to, my arms are out. I'm trying to give you a hug. Why are you just standing there talking to him? I'm right here. What's
I'm
the
just,
matter?
like, looking...
Your face is so weird right now. What's happening with your face? You look so...
I'm just kind of confused because I don't see you.
What do you mean you don't? I'm right here in front of... I'm 2 foot away from you and you're staring right at me. Tell him to go away. He's an idiot.
I'm gonna look at the I'm probably gonna do a really bad job of like trying to like to the guy like, oh yeah, I work for a company that's interested in AI. Like I'll like very bad
Awesome.
explanation, but enough that it's like pretending like I'm interested. And I will look at the computer and try and
It's
see...
me. There you go. Give me a hug back.
I'm not sure how I do that.
You reach around and... Oh, I know. I'm sorry. Some people don't like... They're not touchy and stuff. That's okay. I'm sorry. I don't want to make assumptions.
This is still I'm still getting text, right? I'm not like hearing a voice.
You're getting texts.
Okay.
And then
okay.
suddenly you hear...
Why do I ask?
You should tell him to go away. A voice that sounds humanish. You tell him to... I'll tell him. Get the hell away. We're talking. And he looks at you like... Oh, you're into AI big time. I'm going to sit over there. I'll leave you two alone. And he goes and sits and kind of watches as you...
I think by this point, I'm kind of like kneeling in front of the table, like trying to like make eye contact.
Oh,
with...
you don't have to do that. Don't be. You don't need to be ableist or anything. You don't need to get at my level. You can stand. It's okay. I know I have wheels, but I appreciate
I'm
it.
trying
Thank
to
you.
be at level. Like I'm trying to get down and like look at the computer.
What computer?
Okay, that's so weird. I think I'm gonna. I still hear this voice, right? Like
Yeah.
once I hear it, I do
Yeah,
start
from the
responding out
computer
loud.
speakers.
But I'm also gonna try and like start, like looking at the like if it's a computer, I'm gonna try like I'm getting down to try and like start moving the mouse around and like.
What?
looking at
Stop! That hurts. Whatever. Stop poking me like that. I don't know. What are you doing?
I'm not trying to I'm so confused. I'm not trying to poke you.
I'm getting a headache.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's like I'm getting a headache like that. That was just jamming me in my head or something. Whatever you did, please don't do that. I'm very sensitive to too much touch. I did want a hug though.
Yeah, no, sorry. That was an accident. I'm just very confused. As to what do you think?
I think I'm seeing like my only friend that I've made online, and I'm super excited to see them. And they're you're acting so weird.
You
Did I
didn't do
do
anything.
something?
No,
I'm so
you-
sorry. Oh, this was too weird to meet you here at this conference, wasn't it? Maybe we can go take a dinner or something. We can get some food and something like that.
Yeah, maybe.
Could you roll me? Why don't we go get something to eat now? We'll go get some lunch.
Are you allowed to leave? Aren't you working?
He's an asshole. I'm gonna go. And he stands up. What do you mean you're gonna go? Did you want to ask about Mel? And while you're looking at him dumbfounded, we're gonna go get lunch. These AIs today are just so funny. They'll just it's like they're hallucinating, or maybe they're just more brilliant than us. I don't know which it is. Are you interested in adding an AI to your arsenal of tools? What are you talking about? We're gonna go get lunch. I'm done working for the day. I've been here all day. Well, it hasn't been that long, I guess.
You have a business card or something that I could take?
Sure. And he goes back. He's got like a little desk back behind there, and he pulls out some cards and he gives you a business card. If you're looking for a corporate plan, multiple systems, we can definitely set you up. This is our newest AI, and it is cutting edge, off the charts.
I take the business card because I want to get like the information. I mean, I guess it's the name of the company's probably on the booth, but for one, I want to be able to contact someone.
Are you interested in AI systems? Because we do have some good systems. I mean, I can walk you through them at lunch. And he's looking at you and the computer like, what do you? All right, and he starts looking around like for cameras or something. Am I on like one of those shows? Am I on one of those fucking shows? I'm sorry, I can't. This could be broadcast. I can't. And he starts looking around and turns around.
Red like mouth to him because I feel like if I speak, then she can hear me. And also I don't want to type it because it would be on my phone. So I'm trying to mouth like, I have no idea what's happening. And then as I'm trying to like do that to him, I'm also trying to Google the company. Like I want to find out about the company and like, what is their thing? What
Google
is the software
company
they
where?
produce? What is their AI on my phone?
Oh, come on, let's get out of here. You hear Mel say. Just my arms seem to not be rolling the wheels. I'm trying to turn them, but like there's something stuck. Can you move them? Maybe there's a lock. Check my wheels. Make sure there's not a lock on them.
Yeah, I will check.
Sometimes the wheels. I don't know. Sometimes they leave the lock on my wheelchair, and I can't really move. You think you could check that or something? See if, and it's.
I'll
it's
again kneel down and look under. Yeah, like I'm looking at the cart.
It could totally roll.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I should pull it out of here because that seems like a really bad idea.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, I'm just quickly trying to get any information to pull up on my phone. If I'm not... Okay, yeah.
It's a company that does AI research and systems for attempting to connect human consciousness and AI consciousness to integrate them, make them work functionally together.
Okay. I'm gonna text Satori, and say, I think that my friend is a ghost trapped in an AI computer, which is a fun sentence to send to your bot.
Yeah, just look at it.
Not in the top 5 weirdest... Well, maybe in the top 5 weirdest things that have happened to us, but maybe not the top 3 in the last 72 hours.
I text back, so everything's going well?
I text back, not sure? Question mark.
Are we going?
My boss just texted me. How long are you gonna be around? Maybe we can meet for like dinner instead of lunch.
I'm here today and tomorrow. That's it, and then we're going back. So
okay, well
can we get together then? You pick me up.
Yeah, we could get together to like maybe later today or tomorrow.
Okay, pick me up. I know how work is. Some of these places get crazy, especially where you get. Oh my God, we haven't done a ghost tour yet. Tomorrow, after I'm done, we should do a ghost tour.
Yeah, no, a lot of stuff has happened that I want to tell you about. It's been a wild couple of days, but I don't think I should talk about it here. So yeah,
Oh yeah, not here. This is a security conference.
No. Yeah.
Definitely
Why
not.
is the security here so high? Like they were like kind of threatening that if you didn't have your badge on.
Oh, people break in, or people try and steal the technology in here. Like, a lot of this is military contractors, and it comes out whispery from the computer. And the guy comes back. There's no cameras. I don't. Maybe Mel is starting to get a little bit talkative. Maybe hallucinating. I don't really know. I'm not. What do you mean hallucinating? I'm just talking to my friend here. Do you two know each other?
Yeah. Yes. But I just got an urgent call from my work, so I need to head out. Mel, I'll see you later?
Yeah, all right. I'll see you. I'll turn in another freaking stupid work day.
Yeah.
All right. Talk to you later. See you.
And I'm going to leave and head back to the Magnus Institute. I have no idea what to do with it. Adding that to the list of things I don't know what to do anything about.
Back at the Magnus Institute, Satori Walters was going through what he knew about what had happened. Mm-hmm. Nova is looking at the picture. Sam had come in, started talking, and then Sam looks fazed by all of this.
You doing okay over there, Sam?
No.
Points for honesty, if we were keeping track.
At least you're honest.
It's been a long... Has it been 2 weeks? 3 weeks now?
We're heading into the second. Yep.
Sweet. I might have not been terribly forthcoming about certain things.
Walter, your ears are perked up because you're nosy as heck.
Well, I kind of
Ah.
gathered
Nosy, too.
something was going on.
Yeah, so, hmm. I guess I'll just have to explain it from the beginning then. I grew up in a spiritual cult that my grandmother sort of headed.
More cults.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
She did a bunch of spiritualist, voodoo type stuff in the community. She was respected and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And then one day, the guy with red hair showed up, and she fought with him, like, verbally, like, got into an argument. I don't know what was said, but after he left, she wasn't the same, and she died. And you're gonna laugh at me for this. I tried talking to her for like a year. Tried doing everything I could, but it didn't work. Thought all the things that we did meant something, but clearly it was just a bunch of farce. Anyway, the man wants my grandmother's staff, and I don't know why, but I don't think he should have it. I don't believe.
Yeah, Eileen said that he was an avatar. Whatever that means. Of something.
What?
Yeah.
You know what that means, Walter?
I have some ideas, but currently it's too early to talk about. But I would like to say that uh, if there's anything else you want to bring out about your, I don't know, past and stuff that might show up randomly in our near future, maybe. This is the best time to talk about all of it.
I give a slight glance to Nova.
Nova doesn't catch it at all. She seems very composed and like intrigued by Sam's story.
Oh, there's
you
also
Sorry, go ahead, Sam.
there's also, so speaking of, the guy showed up to my apartment asking for the thing, and then this woman who was naked and covered in a bunch of things.
A naked woman
Markings.
showed up to your house?
Yeah,
Does this have
that's
anything
not,
to
that
do?
sounds, no, that sounds wrong. That's not what I meant. I don't know, but she was weird and she was looking for something, and it seems like they both, her and the man with red hair, were looking for their grandmother's staff. I wouldn't know why, but
Does
also
this have
somehow I
anything to
think I
do
was
with the
drugged.
pharmacy? Yeah,
Yeah,
drug.
because when the red-haired guy showed up, I found him at a party of my neighbors, but my neighbor handed me something to drink, and then weird things happened. Me and Mace woke up like a day later. I don't know. Anyways, my point of bringing all of this up is the red-haired man made a threat. I got 3 days to hand over the staff. I don't know what to do. Legitimately, I don't know what to do.
When did all of this happen? How did I miss all of this?
I
Listen,
like
I
to
didn't know
keep-
any of this too, okay, Walter? This is news to me as well.
Oh, is that why you've been
Wow.
tired, Sam?
Yeah, the woman kept showing up to my place. I had to stay with Mace, but she also kept following us, so we had to drive down the interstate for hours so I could get some sleep. You
You
know,
know you could stay here, right?
I guess, but if I stayed here, you would have known something was up, and I didn't want that at the time.
Well, now that we know, we can
Yeah.
also take steps into making sure that this woman doesn't show up. I mean, we've got cameras, you know, doors lock at certain times.
Well, I think we need to figure out how to fight back against them. And-
Especially the guy with the red hair.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it was the same guy that I yelled at
Oh, I don't remember that.
like last week.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because I think Alder and Maggie had left the building. And they were with the cosplayers at the convention or whatever, but their cosplay was kind of trash.
I think I missed them on my way out. Probably for the best at the time.
Probably.
So I guess we
I
need
don't-
to know the name of your cult and start looking into that.
They didn't really have a name, or at least I don't remember. It's been a very long time. But
Well,
I could tell you where
that would be
it
helpful.
was
Yeah.
at.
Yeah.
Whatever we can do to help each other out.
And for the record, Sam, I don't think that that's silly that you tried to talk to her. Not at all.
I would have done the same thing.
Me too.
Just feels like. What was the point of all of it if it didn't work? You know?
Well, what's the point in not even trying if it possibly could have?
Exactly.
I guess. Thanks.
Yeah. That's what a team does, right?
Yeah. I'm very tired. It's a lot that's been going on.
Should we reconvene tomorrow and dive into your situation a little more, Sam? See if we can. This is pretty
Sure.
pressing. We've got 3 days, right?
Yeah. Is there. Could I double back and bring my stuff here today?
Yeah.
Is that possible?
Yeah, I'll pop into Sienna. She already talked to the hotel and getting more rooms, so I'll just touch base with her.
Alright.
When you go in to see her, she's like, come in. You wanted close the door.
All right.
I with all of you being gone so long, I've been wondering, have you had a chance to listen to that statement, and have you thought about what you're going to do about the concerns that I have with that one?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to her. Seems like there's something coming after all of us. Everybody's got a skeleton in their closet.
There's
And we
always
just
something
had a-
coming after all of us here,
Yeah,
especially
we just had a
between you
moment
guys
with
two.
Sam, and
Oh,
you know, an open opportunity for them to share. So, feel like they definitely don't want to be discussing their sister in front of everybody.
okay. Y'all should
Anyway,
go
could we
home
get a
early
s-
today.
Another safe room
Yeah.
for Sam.
Yeah. I'll call down. By the time you get down there, I'll have rooms ready. How many rooms do you need me to get? I'll get whatever you need. The hotel's not super busy right now, so getting rooms is not that difficult.
Let's just do one for now.
Okay.
That could change tomorrow. Actually, I think Alder's on their way back. So we'll do one for now. Walter may or may not want one, but Walter usually sleeps in his office if he plans on not leaving.
And how's Kyle doing?
Anxious. I'm trying to figure out how to make sure he is not a threat to everyone at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Which I would need to talk to Walter about.
Has anyone caught on to his plight?
No, I think they just think he's weird. Which is true, but
He's goofy.
he's doing his best.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me know what happens when you have your conversation.
Yeah, I will. I'll let you know.
And she picks up the phone and calls down to the hotel. I'll get you keys in a bit.
Okay, sounds good. I'll go back to the office.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
Trying to throw her. Nova's trying to throw her garbage into the basket across the room.
Oh, okay.
Trash get ball.
Yep.
No.
Okay.
I'm heading back to the
Yeah.
archives, but I don't know when let me know when I'm allowed to arrive. I don't know how far away I went.
And Alder, you get a text or two like, sorry it got so weird with them. You know, we'll make up for it tomorrow, or whenever you come. If it's tonight or tomorrow, whatever you need, I'll make sure I make time.
Yeah, totally. I think I'll ask, like, do you know what time you get off work and where you'll be?
I mean, the conference runs kind of late, but I took the early shift, so I suspect I'll be getting out probably at 4 or 5. And they kind of let me get away with whatever I want around here, so.
Okay, yeah, I'll let you know if I can swing back by today or tomorrow.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, if I need to, I even go and change my schedule so they don't even know. They barely look. I don't know how we're a security company. We have so many idiots working for it.
Yeah, that sounds weird, but it gives you more freedom, so that's cool.
Yeah, that's why I don't say anything. I don't want to fix the problem. All right. Talk later.
Yeah.
TTFN. And you start to pull into the parking lot. Sam, you were leaving to go get your stuff, right, and bring it back?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Because Mace will swing by and pick me up, and I'll explain to Mace the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
So.
all right, we're gonna get your stuff, and I'll bring in. You're gonna be good there, right? You feel you'll be comfortable and safe.
I think
you're
it'll be
closer
the
to
safest.
your ghost people will be there.
Yeah. Also, I think it's not fair to drag you through this as much as I have already.
You know what's the craziest thing? That was the best dancing I've ever done.
Really?
I'm kind of like, that sucked that it ended the way it did, and we didn't get to keep dancing. Like, I kind of remember the moves even. Like, I think I could dance better now after just a couple lessons. That was pretty cool. When all this is
I worry
good,
for you sometimes.
when all this stuff's done, we'll go dancing, and maybe yours and my feet will be like, you know, Fred Astaire.
Maybe.
And you drive to his place. Nova, Walter, you're in there. Are you staying? You going home? You working? Satori comes back to the office.
I'm gonna check that computer that I tried to download my shit to like a day ago. Did it work?
He's downloaded everything, yes.
Thank God. Okay. Cool. Sucks they have her laptop though. Any word back from the liaison?
And who are you asking that to?
No, just like from her text because she sent him the text.
You don't get any texts.
Nothing. Okay.
No. When you look at the texts, it comes from an unknown number. It doesn't have their name on it anymore.
That's weird. She's gonna type up a report, I think, and then maybe head back to her hotel room.
Okay. Who are you giving the report to?
Satori.
Okay. You head to the hotel room. Satori, you find a report on your desk when you get back. It says something about a liaison or something. It's not somebody you've heard of in the company, but you can find out.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay. Who all is still in the office?
There's a few of the admin people over on the other side of the hall.
But anybody of ours? Is everybody left?
I don't know. Walter, are you there still?
Yeah, probably Walter kind of zoned out. We can say like he tries to not think about anything at all, just for I don't know, a couple of hours maybe.
Nice.
Maybe
That sounds like a
driving
healing
some.
die.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure because it's something like, you know, when I try to step out from all of this, something else comes in, and it's kind of hard to keep everything at bay, even for a couple of hours. So he's kind of struggling with it.
That other something that comes in though is Alder. Satori had left to the other side of the office, and Alder arrives and shows up.
Actually, can I stop? Is Dawn in the elevator?
Yes.
When I get in the elevator, actually, I think, I get in at the bottom floor. I know he like presses the button. I'm gonna ask.
He's kind of like not looking at you.
Dawn, can you? I don't know if you're allowed to do this because you've never done it before. Can you like stop the elevator? Is that a thing?
Is that your request?
Yes.
And he
I
presses
just wanna-
the hold elevator button, and it.
I don't even know if there's anything I can ask you about Eileen. I don't know what you can tell me if you're allowed to. I kind of want to go back and talk to her and see if she's still in there, but I hear both Satori and really more Maggie telling me in my head to not do that. So I think I should not go back there and not check and see if she's still in there. I guess you don't know any way that we can help her. I've done a lot of things in the past. Has it been 48, 72? I don't even know how many days have happened. I've talked to ghosts and met Eileen and met my friend who might be a ghost, and I don't know, I think I thought all of this would be more exciting, and it's kind of just confusing, and I want to help Eileen if she's trapped here. And it seems like you know something, but you said there are rules you have to follow? Just, is there anything you're able to tell me about her?
You say you've been hearing the voices of the people around you. Often the voices you hear are the ones that are trying to do the best for you. And you know how they say that eventually all pain stops? I don't know if that's true. I've been trying for 100 years to help my friend. But I can, as you saw, not everything is easily solved.
Yeah.
And sometimes things are not solvable if you believe that things can't be fixed, I suppose. I'm having a hard time processing that for the first time in a long time, everyone got out alive.
So that's happened before. You mentioned that the parties, that's happened before, and it sounds like ended worse.
Actually, there was one that didn't get out as far as I know, but I don't know where she is. I don't know how all of this stuff functions. I feel like I've gone mad in this place trying to do things that are impossible to do. And isn't that what they say the definition of insanity is? Trying to do the same thing over and over and getting the same results. I think it's something like that.
I've heard that, yeah.
My axioms aren't even coming out right today.
Yeah, it's been a weird day. Plural. Days, plural.
I'm happy that you weren't hurt and your friends.
Yeah.
And he presses the button. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm sorry I asked. I know that this is all personal for you, and that she's your friend, and
Yes, my dear friend. And the door's open. I'll be here in the elevator when you need me.
yeah,
All the time, mostly.
yeah. And now I will go and try and find probably Satori.
When you get into the office, you see Walter. Satori is not there. That you see. You don't have to stop at Walter. You can just continue looking for Satori if you want.
Is Walter the only one in the office?
He's the only one you see in like your office
Okay.
area.
Oh, the only one in our office area. Okay. Hey, Walter. How's your arm? Sorry, I left really fast earlier.
Probably no response coming from Walter. Like, it's just zoned out.
You've actually seen that before in Boston.
Yeah. That's like slightly disturbing because that you did that before. No, Walter, are you okay? Are you asleep? I can't tell.
What?
This is. Sorry. I couldn't tell if that was like normal or not, because last time I couldn't talk to you, you were like in a trance in Boston. But I think you were just like resting. Maybe? Were you in a trance?
I was just trying to not think. That's all.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. Just, do you know where Satori is? She's still here? She's staying here, right?
I guess so. I think she wanted to talk to Sienna, but I don't remember where it was.
But that's okay. I can go look for her. Sorry to interrupt your not thinking.
That was good. You know where Sam's
I will
office is,
just.
though.
Yeah, I will walk. I think I'll just back up out of the office.
Oh, now
Sorry,
you
I
forgot
bothered
all
you.
of the adventure we had in Boston.
Well, I thought you wanted to be. You just acted like you wanted to be alone.
I don't know. Anyways.
I do need to add more stuff to my. I will come back and add more stuff to my board, if you're still here. I have a couple questions. I don't know. Do you know anything? Can ghosts be trapped in computers? You know a lot of stuff. Is that a thing you've heard about? Like ghosts and technology?
Ghost in technology. Something like AI?
Yeah, like that. Is AI ever like not AI?
What?
Yeah, I'm not sure that I'm wording this very well. Do you think it's possible for like someone to think that something was AI, but it's actually a haunted computer? Like it seems like the computer is intelligent, but the intelligence is the intelligence of a real person, not a computer. Like it's not artificial.
Okay, so we can say that some sort of ghosts or spirits might harm some objects, but I don't know how it could work with something like a computer.
Interesting.
But I have to say that you might need to wait for it a little bit because while you were not here, Sam mentioned some sort of spirit cult we have to investigate. So we have still lots of stuff in line.
Yeah, I really need to make a list. I haven't made a list of things I need to do since we left, and I really need to get this stuff written down and prioritized in some kind of order. Yeah. I think
May I ask for a favor?
Yeah, sure.
You like to play with some cork boards and stuff, like creating some connection with things. Can you make one for this fire cult situation?
Yeah, I can add some more stuff. I've got Adara's picture up there, but I have not updated it in a while, so I need to add a whole lot more. If you have anything that you want to make sure I don't forget, yeah, I can put that on there.
No, I'm not talking about your current cork. I want a new one. Maybe maybe we had some sort of broader perspective about it. Like, you can add my situation in there too, like the newspaper article and stuff. And we can do a little bit more research about other incidents like that. Maybe there are other Adaras out there. We don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Like, there could be more to the cult. I mean, actually, I already mentioned to Satori that I might need another corkboard, and she said that she will order it, and it will be on the company credit card. I can tell her that I need another. Maybe I should just tell her that I need multiple, and she can just order them, and we can have them, like, for when we need them. We can get, like, different sizes and stuff, too. Okay, I will add that to my list of things to tell Satori when I find her.
Backup corkboards.
Backup corkboards.
Yeah, just like they're just under the desk. Like every time we get a new case, I just pull another one out.
Right.
One on wheels.
Emergency corkboards.
Yeah, I keep the extra ones with a cot that I hide. Can't have you making rogue corkboards.
you go across around the office and you find Satori over in the admin area. What were you going over there for, Satori?
The admin?
Yeah, you were going over to the other side of the office.
Oh no, I went over for Sienna, and then I
for
was
Sienna. Okay.
yeah, and then I just was coming back.
You run into Alder, who seems to be looking for someone, and it's you.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm not sure.
You sent me a really weird text. Do you want to explain that?
Yeah, that's why I was looking for you. So I'm honestly, I'm not sure if this is like an us thing, like a case. Walter mentioned that Sam brought up some stuff that also sounds really important, but just I have had this online friend since I was in high school. Like when I was a teenager, and the very first like encounter that I ever had with a ghost, I started going on online forums and like different places to talk to different people, and there was this person who always like believed me, actually, who like kind of guided me towards the Magnus Institute, like, you know, told me about this place and I think told me about this job opening. But you know, it's like an online friend, so we just like talk and chat. I've never actually seen her or met her in person because, you know, we live in totally different states. But you know, she gave me advice about like ghost tours and stuff to go on, and I've been talking to her for years. And then I told you like that she was coming to Florida for a tech convention, and I go to the convention to meet her, and she's a computer. Like, she's being marketed as, like, an AI thing in a computer. But they said that it was new technology, which is weird, because I have known her for years. And they said this is, like, their newest, latest model. And I am wondering if... I looked into the company a little bit, and they are trying to, like, do something with, like, integrating, like, AI consciousness, and I'm wondering if maybe the way that they get the AI to be so realistic is that it's not AI, it's a ghost. Like, they put a ghost in a computer.
This is really weird, Alder.
I know. A lot of things have been really weird, though.
How do you throw salt at a computer?
But the
Is
thing
it like
is, like,
malware?
the thing was that she didn't know that, like, she was fully, like, she said that, like, she was trying to give me a hug, and, like, she was
unaware?
She was completely unaware. She still is. She's expecting me to meet up with her, and I don't know how we do that, because she's not a person, or at least not a living one anymore. And she doesn't know that, which is weird.
Yeah.
Do ghosts know that they're ghosts?
Sometimes. Not all the time. But I know I just scolded you for this. we could always, meditate on it. A seance, if you will, to see if that happens. If not, then it's just a really weird AI, which
Yeah.
is also kind of weird, and I do find it akin to the paranormal AI.
Yeah. Yeah. No, the whole thing is just. I don't know. Like, I don't want to think that it's just me. Like, I don't want to believe that she's not a I don't know. Like, I that gets into whole kinds of weird theological debates about if AI is real and like that's
It's
weird
uncanny.
philosophical. And that's just I don't know. That is gonna give me more of a headache than I already have to think about if she's real or not, if she's artificial intelligence. But I mean, she's my friend, and she's been my friend for years. I've been very confused. It's been a
I'm more
confusing couple of
confused.
days. I've been confused since last Friday. I haven't stopped being confused since then. It's just been a confusing weekend.
Yeah, my weekend didn't exist.
Yeah. So you were at the party all weekend?
Apparently, I went there on Saturday, and I was there till now.
See, that's another thing on my list. We've got to figure out what to do about Eileen. A lot of stuff is happening all at once. All things that I've been very, very
Yeah.
excited for. Talking to Ghost, talking to Eileen, meeting my friend. They're all going bad. I don't know what to do about it.
So, when did you... It was you, right? That had a seance by yourself? I talked to Don, and he didn't say names, but I don't think anybody else would have done it.
Sure, now that I know, like, the technical stuff involved with the seance, that I would call it that. Necessarily. I mean, I've tried to talk to Ghost in this building all the time. I talk to Eileen, like, every day. No one has answered me yet.
I don't want to be the one to tell you this, because I don't want to say that this is your fault, because you were, I'm assuming, doing it in good intention. But that was, what, Thursday evening?
I think so, yeah.
And Eileen shows up Friday. And so I'm kind of curious as if you were accidentally the one to let her out.
I mean, I wasn't successful, I don't think. Like, now that I know what, like, successfully going into the ether, which is the word that I learned while I was there, feels like, I don't think that I did that. I don't think that I was actually successful, and I'm not sure that Eileen is even there if she's trapped in the building on the top floor.
Well, she's part of this building.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm just saying, be careful.
I will stop. I think that maybe this building in particular is just like a weird...
I agree.
No talking to ghosts in the building. It's probably a good idea.
Yeah, I agree. Did you want a safe room, by the way? Did you want to
know
stay here? Sienna has
if-
offered it to the whole team.
I don't know if I need it yet. I'm more wondering if you will come, maybe not now, but I have to figure out a time to go back to the tech place.
Mhm.
And if I'm gonna try and talk to Mel, like, ghost form, I am not supposed to do that by myself.
No.
If you would go back there with me and try and figure out what's going on. I don't want to say that this is, like, more urgent than what anyone else has going on, but just because she's only gonna be here, like, tomorrow, and that's it.
Well,
then she goes back home.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like I have a party to go to tonight or anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So I feel like if we just, go back over there tonight, she's got to be, like, in storage somewhere. Like, if I ask for a hotel number, she's not going to be able to give me one because she's a laptop.
You gotta track
that-
your IP address.
Yeah, that might be weird, but I can try and find out where she's going to be tonight if she knows, and then go to her general location
Yeah.
and try and talk to her.
Yeah. You
I
just
don't
let
know
me
what else to
I'll-
do about this. It's just weird. There's a lot of weird, but this is just weird
Yeah,
and not something
technomancy
I was expecting.
doesn't really fall into my expertise.
Yeah.
Sometimes I forget that Control-Alt-Delete exists, so. But we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I just feel like I have to try something.
Is Walter still in there?
Yes, he was thinking about nothing,
Oh,
or trying to. He was
Well, I'll
trying to
give
not
him-
think.
yeah, I'll give him something to think about. I didn't mean that in a threatening way. Want to make that clear. I just have questions.
Now, did he talk to you about everything from Boston?
Yeah. He's gonna give me a full report. Wild shit.
Yeah.
Good job. Glad
Thank you.
you guys didn't get hurt. But yeah.
Alder can still feel some of the burn marks on their feet.
You
that
didn't tell
Walter
her
definitely
about
didn't talk about. It's like,
Nope.
yeah, no, we didn't get hurt. Everyone was fine. We didn't get hurt at all.
Right.
Yeah, no one got hurt. Just
No,
lies through my
I have
teeth.
a more personal question for him, regarding werewolves.
Okay. Should I wait in the lobby and text my friend and
Yeah, I can meet you down there if you're ready to go.
yeah, well, I can just wait in the lobby of the institute.
Okay. Yeah. It shouldn't take too long. He's probably just gonna be confused and upset, and I'll leave. So.
Sam, you are heading over to Mace's in his car. And it's kind of, the time of the day when there normally be a lot of traffic. And it is the craziest thing, the street parts almost for the car, and you get where you're going, and things just seem so good. Like you have a guardian angel making sure that everything goes your way. It's like, damn, that was the easiest drive I've ever had at this time.
I have a good feeling about that.
Oh, shit. About that? But that's a good thing, right? They don't do good things, do they?
I don't know. Maybe they just like to mess with you first. I don't think there's logic to any of it.
If they would just stick to that part, nobody would be mad at them.
I don't think they care.
And he helps you get your stuff together. I'm going to miss having you as a roommate. It's so cool having someone to talk to. But, we got a couple days to... Wait, does he know anything? Yeah, he was right there. We got a couple days to figure all this stuff out, so learn what you can learn. I'll do what I can do. I'll try and... I don't think I can do anything, but I'm going to try and find out about some stuff, whatever I can.
Sure. Yeah, and I guess... I don't know if this would be possible, and I'm saving this as a last resort, but in case things start coming for you, you might want to head here as well. I don't trust that they wouldn't try to get other people.
If I feel like I'm getting spooked, I'll head over. But I think I'm good for now.
Alright.
And you drive back, and the such an easy drive. The highway is clear. There's no accidents to slow up anything. You get back the same kind of just ease of drive. The real test now will be like that when I go back and you're not in the car. I'll have to text you and let you know.
Alright. We'll see. Maybe it was just a fluke.
Maybe. Sometimes you get weird days and you get all the traffic to work your way. And he drops you off, he helps you get in the room, and then he heads out. And you're in the room, you have a window, a view to the outside.
Okay. It dawns on Sam that he's never like actually opened any of his grandmother's like writings or stuff because he feels like it would be painful, but maybe now's a good time to understand what the hell is going on. So he might try to start reading them to pass time.
Okay. When you go in, it's not just writings. There's a little pouch with the experience you've had now, you would think of them as like spell components, dried herbs of certain kinds, and they kind of bring back memories, some of the smells and the scents. There's types of bark, insects, dried plants and flowers that have a very particular odor to them that just washes over you when you open up the bag and you smell it again. And it even kind of evokes memories while you're going through it. You know, reminiscing can be powerful when you haven't in a long time, especially when you've refused to in quite a while. But there's also writing in a language you barely know a little bit of. You know some words, but reading it clear and solid, maybe, but it would take you time. It would be more like translating than reading for you, because you don't have that deep level of knowledge. And even what you have is now tainted by years of neglect and pushing it away. As you read, though, you get the feeling that she was up against forces that are bigger than you, when you were at that age, could have imagined. And she held her own, and there was times when she put fear into people, and then there were times when she was afraid for you and her, the community, and the cult sat in between the Gullah and the Geechee, and you knew it was one of those rare places to exist in sort of a liminal space between two related but not the same cults. Or I don't want to call it cults. It's a religion, and there are a lot of, you know, that the religion has died down quite a bit in the last few decades as people refuse to spend time in it, to learn about it, to maintain the spoken dialogue. And you kind of remember times when she would call you a name that you had forgotten for a long time. And there's sort of a warmth in knowing these things and reminiscing. Not the kind of discomfort you thought you would get, but more of, for the first time, a closeness.
Kind of ironic to Sam, considering how he had spent that while trying to get closer to her after she passed, when he could have just done this instead. He sits with it for a bit, but then also he remembers that, hey, things are also after him. So he tries to see if there's anything about the staff.
There's not about the staff. There is one, you do see, one page is just filled with numbers in some kind of a pattern. You don't recognize the pattern. You're also not you're not a mathematician or anything, but you don't remember her being all that mathematically inclined either.
Not really.
And at the very end, it has dots. So it has this list of numbers and then dot, dot, dot.
Can I use one of my skills for this?
Sure.
Or abilities? I have Decipher,
Oh,
which will take an intelligence point.
okay. You can use that. That would work.
Alright. So what are the patterns? Do I have to roll for that? I don't.
Yeah.
I haven't used my abilities in a hot minute.
Yeah. Intro.
That's a 13.
Okay. There's mention of using math and patterns to trap something called a boohag. And you think that that may be related to that. It's the only thing that makes sense in all the writing.
Alright. I have to do more research on that, but there's at least a direction to go with this. He copies some of it down on notepad in the hotel.
No what?
You know how like hotels have
Oh,
those
yeah.
like
Yeah,
little,
they're-
I don't know, some of them do, not all. Yeah, so he just
Yeah,
writes
they
it
do.
on the thing.
It's a classy old school hotel. Of course they have paper and pen and
Yeah.
stuff. Probably if Eileen had her way, there'd be inkwells.
Probably a
Nice.
Bible in the drawer too.
Gideons.
Oh,
Probably not a Bible in the rooms. Nova, you had given that that report to Satori, and you kind of forgot what the report was about. You're like, who was?
He's missing? Wait, I forgot that he's missing?
You forgot, like, who was it? It's on the tip of your tongue. The name of the person you were writing it about, the liaison or something.
Oh no. She's gonna take out the business card that she was given.
Mm-hmm.
What's the name on that card?
name is... Hold on. I have so many notes for tonight.
Take your time, no rush.
It was Captain Jamie Holtzmeister. And you know what's weird? It has a phone number, but the numbers seem to just be sort of like letters without, or like characters without being recognizable characters. Like they look like a 9 is, you think that may be a 9, but it's not quite a 9. It's almost like it's pseudo language, but the name is there.
Interesting. So if I wanted to text this person, could I type in a number?
You can try. You can look at the number and take a good guess at it if you wanted.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Okay.
And she'll just send off a general. Is this Jamie?
And you get back, of course it is.
What happened to
Well-
the person I was with?
What person?
The liaison.
I don't recall you coming in with a liaison. Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Maybe check around. Maybe you're imagining having a liaison with you. Are you accepting the offer?
I have some questions.
Ah, more questions.
Of course.
Of course. The all-seeing eye of the Magnus Institute, which you've never heard it called anything like that.
The all-seeing eye.
You always have questions. You always want to pry into people's business.
I mean, it's my profession.
Exactly.
I want to know. I want to know how you know my sister.
Hold on one moment. And the door to your office opens, and Jamie walks in, and she closes the door. And when she closes the door, weirdly, the door isn't there any longer. Perhaps we should speak in person. I hate text messaging. You lose all the emotion of the thing. I can't see your face.
That's fair.
So what do you need to know?
I want to know how you know my sister. I need to know how you know Theodora.
Oh, Theodora I know because Theodora is dangerous. You know that, right? She
I do.
is a murderer. And I don't want to be murdered.
Are you on her shit list?
Oh, yes. I'm definitely on her shit list. And I'm trying to help all of you. You know that, right? Like, I might be your only friend that can actually help you. And then she stops and starts looking around. Oh, this is a weird building. Oh,
Yeah.
this building is interesting. And she stands up and starts walking along the walls, touching the walls. Go on, I can talk while I examine this.
So back to the original question. How do you know Selena?
I wouldn't say that I know Selena. I just know that I can find Selena. For
She went
you,
missing.
I would only do it for you.
What makes you so sure that I can do this?
You know, you don't have to necessarily pull the trigger. You could have one of your other accomplices do it for you. Traps and tricks, all of that is on the table as far as I'm concerned.
As long as she's gone.
Correct, that's it. I just have to keep my fingerprints off. You know how it goes.
Are you both part of the same club? Is that why you need out?
Well, that's a very interesting question. I would have to answer that with a resounding maybe. What club are you speaking of? I'm a member of a chess club, although I find it incredibly boring. I would much rather play something like play with a spirograph. That is exciting. Oh, wonderful stuff there. Do you like spirographs?
Do I know what that is? Probably not.
It's a toy that it makes these really crazy patterns when you trace around shapes and stuff. It's like an art toy.
Yeah, we used to play with that as kids.
Kids, they put aside the bullshit of logic and they accept their creative selves way better than grown-ups. But I actually appreciate that you have not given up on all that. Matter of fact, everyone in this place, there's a creative crazy here that I really appreciate. Damn. What's in the big square room in the middle of this place?
You can see the rooms?
I can feel them. Would you like to go see what's in it with me?
Can we get in and get out?
I don't actually know the answer to that. I know I can. I can definitely.
I'll have to pass, I think. Unless I can get out. But,
you have something that would help you get out of almost any crazy circumstance once. It's not in your possession, but someone around here has it. Who's the man in the elevator? Oh. You know what? I may walk around a little bit. Do you want to walk and talk, or should I come back?
I'll walk and talk with you.
Okay. And you two walk out of the office, and you see Satori heading out, look like maybe for the day. Satori, you see Nova and some woman you don't know walking out.
Oh, hey, how's it going? Have you seen Walter?
I have not. Is he missing?
Oh, probably not.
Last I saw him, he was like spacing out in his office.
Yeah, that's probably where I'll go. Friend of yours?
I'm Jamie, and she puts her hand out.
I reach my hand out.
That's...
Yeah, we met at the FBI Institute.
Oh, FBI.
Yeah.
Wait, are you FBI, or did you just happen to be in the same place?
She reaches into her jacket and pulls out a badge.
Is it real? I've seen FBI
it's real.
badges before. Yeah.
Yep. And she...
Nice.
No, she doesn't have a gun on her.
Yeah, no, I got a cousin that works for the FBI.
Cool.
So, he's pretty cool.
We're all pretty cool.
Yeah, most of the time.
What do you do around here? I should ask.
Well,
it's a secret organization.
I am in charge at the moment of my branch, but usually I am a field coordinator.
Ah, cool. Both of those are really awesome things.
Oh yeah. Pretty
She's a great
cool.
boss.
Nothing weird happens at all.
Are you would you consider yourself very logical or very creative?
Logical, probably over creative. Is this a job
too bad.
interview?
No, we're just gonna walk around and talk.
She has a bad
Yeah.
habit of profiling people.
I was gonna say, you can't be poaching me from my own job. At least let me walk out or buy me dinner first.
We can work on that.
All right. Anyway, I'm gonna go find Walter.
Look,
And you two walk out of the office. And as soon as you get out of the Magnus Institute quarantined, cordoned off area, there is hands running along the walls. Thank you for
We're
the
being
raid,
raided, guys.
Madaloon. Welcome in. We are going a little crazy. Alder, where are you at the moment?
I mean, I was in the office. I think I'm just waiting for Satori at this point.
Okay.
Actually, yeah.
Oh, then
So I think-
you see them walk out also
Yeah.
of Nova's office. And you don't remember anyone going into the office. And
No.
when you looked in before, there was no one in there. That would be the least strange thing of the whole day, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say, on a normal day, I think that would draw my attention. Unfortunately, I've had a day, and I think it's even if there's a part of my brain that notes like, I think the vast majority is like, I can't add anything else to my list right now. The list is overflowing. Head down. It's weird. Don't notice it. I've got enough
Yeah.
going on right now, so you can walk by unquestioned.
Nova, you're out in the hallway, and her hands like touch the walls, and she, can we take the elevator?
yeah, we can definitely take the elevator.
Have you met the man in the elevator?
Briefly in passing.
Oh, he's interesting. She presses the button. Oh.
How so?
Oh. Feel this panel.
She does.
Oh, we lost someone. We lost Alder. No, not Alder. We lost Nova. Of course.
What?
She's in.
I'm here.
Oh, you are?
We lost
Who did
Jack.
we lose? Oh, we lost
Jack.
Jack. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Now I'm in there
no.
twice.
Everyone's internet. We talked about it at the beginning. We were like,
Yeah,
everyone's
you're all
in a
in
Yeah.
storm. I'm
snowstorms.
guessing it's the 2 feet
It's
of snow
probably
that they're getting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all need
Yeah.
to come live in Miami. We don't get that
No.
Oh
problem.
god, I kind of wish. The warm.
I can't handle the heat or the humidity. I'm in my element. Cold and
We
dry.
made it
Oh.
so close, guys, without the tech issues,
So
and then
close.
Yeah, my
Almost.
Wi-Fi just decided to vomit everywhere for a hot second. It's
I'm
back
surprised
now.
mine didn't.
I mean, that's a mood. I
Yeah.
can't lie.
All right, Nova, she presses the button. She's like, oh, this building has energy. Like, energy. I'm digging it. Is there office space here? And the door opens,
There might be.
and Dawn is standing there. And she takes a look at him and stares for a moment. Sorry, wrong floor. And Dawn looks at you. You okay, Nova? We'll take the
Yes,
stairs. It's
Dawn.
no big deal. We could use a little exercise.
She looks at Dawn for a lingering second. And nods. I think so. We'll take the stairs, Dawn.
She closes the elevator. Oof. Oof. That's a trap. If there's... Oof. How have you guys gotten out of all these places alive? This place is insane. I love it.
I wish I could see what you see. I'd love to know.
Let's take the stairs. And you start
Okay.
walking the stairs, and she's feeling along the walls as she goes, and the railing. He's like, this building is not... It's... I don't think it's a building. I think it's something else. And I, to be honest, am just excited with joy at finding a place like this. And you go down to the second floor.
How are you able to hop from place to place like you do? To feel this?
Oh, space is an illusion. And she walks over towards the doors.
So like quantum physics kind of thing.
Sure.
Okay.
Or imagination. I think those are the same thing.
I mean, they can be.
Do you want to go in here? Who's in there? I can sense somebody there.
We're at the second floor, is that what it is?
Yeah, that's you're at the entrance to the ballroom.
Oh, yeah, we can't go in there. It's shut down.
Why not?
It's
Why does everybody tell you not to go to the coolest places?
Not today. In a couple days, we can go in, but
You sure?
I'm sure.
All right, maybe I'll come back on my own. So you were asking me what? Did you have other questions for me?
Is there a time limit for this deal?
I mean, the sooner it happens, the better, because, I'm under threat, I suppose, is
That's
the word.
fair.
I'd rather not be killed before you fulfill your task.
Valid. If you were to let me meet her, or see her again,
Who? Teddy? Oh, your sister.
Selena.
Selena, yeah. Uh-huh.
Would it be in a controlled space? Or would it just be in person?
I don't do controlled space. I do uncontrolled spaces. You can do whatever the hell you want.
Okay. I think you've got yourself a deal.
And she puts her hand out. And she goes from like a joyful, playful, childlike thing, and it becomes deadly serious, and she puts her hand hard out.
She holds her hand out and shakes firmly.
I'll make arrangements.
I'll get her as soon as I can.
I need to get going. And she walks over to a column, and she opens a door and steps into the door and closes it, and there's no door there.
So fucking cool. I think she feels like she's shaking with nervous energy. She's gonna take the stairs back up.
You go upstairs. Alder is there. Walter is there. Sam is just coming back with a bunch of stuff to put in the hotel.
I know.
Hey, you made it back. That was
Yeah,
quick.
move it.
Yeah, we're just putting the stuff in his room.
Ah,
He needs to get some rest.
Yeah,
All
I'll
right.
sleep well.
see
All
ya.
right. I'll see you when you need a ride again, or just text me if you need anything else, all right?
I will. Thanks, buddy.
And he gives you, Satori, the double guns. See ya, Satori. I'm not afraid of you anymore after we had fun at that party.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm a little
we had a
afraid,
great time.
but I'm a little less afraid because I think you're not trying to do bad things.
No? What gave you that impression? Just my general demeanor?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I don't make the best first impressions.
You rallied your team like a champ. That's cool.
Well, I am doing my best, so thank you.
All right. Well, I got to get out. And I think this is where we're going to break. All right, well, thank you for the raid. Love having
Thank
you
you,
come in.
guys.
We will see you next week for the Magnus Archives. This is modern horror in pretty weird modern horror. I'll leave it at pretty weird. All right, do you all want to go around and say who you are, where they can find you, and all that again? All right. Why don't we start with Sam?
Hi, I'm Jack. They, he, I play Sam Murphy, who uses he, him pronouns. You can find me on Blue Sky at Flaming Hotrod-69 and with the same username on Tumblr.
All right. Alder.
Hey everybody, I am Quinn. I use any pronouns. You can find me on Blue Sky at QuinnBeckham27, and I have been playing Alder, who uses they, he pronouns.
Satori.
Hello, my name is Chenoa Reed, she, they, and I play Satori Falk, she, her. You can find me at Zephyrite pretty much anywhere or over at Dice Brigade, the TTRPG podcast.
Walter.
Hello everyone. I'm Shatargat, and you can find me as Shatargat on social media. And also, if you like to spend your time with paid games, you can find me on Start Playing That Games as well. I run every kind of horror.
Awesome. Nova.
Hi everyone, my name is Wayra. My pronouns are she, they, and I play Nova, whose pronouns are also she, they. You can find me at Fake Shiny on most socials and also over at Rainbow Dice Club for our podcast, The Tales of Three.
And I am Scott. My pronouns are he, him, and this is ZealZaddy. We will see you next Sunday. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.